upon the spine of the world, deep in the mountains on the southern side of Icewind Dale, we find our party exhausted, broken, and battered inside of a cart of goblin make as they prepare themselves to head back to the 10 towns. Moonbrook and Teriel prepare themselves for the journey while the rest of the group rests. As they do so, coming from the east through the mountains, they hear the sounds of dogs barking, and shortly after, they see 3 dog sleds making their way towards them.
I told you I'm fine. I can take us back. You just have to.
No. Do you hear that?
I never brief anything. Teriel grabs the sword. I'll take it.
Yeah.
You stay there.
No, God, no. Stay where you are. Look, we're better together, you know? So, just chill.
What is that?
Yeah.
Multiple figures.
Is it anybody we recognize?
Figures are bundled up in winter coats. It's difficult to see much, but you can make out many figures riding atop the backs of these sleds. Some smaller in size, one a bit larger.
I can tell you it's not Duergar. But other than that,
No.
I don't.
Pull it over here.
I hear a voice.
Yes. Zerk, stop hitting him.
Zerk not hit, Zerk instruct.
Oh, wait a second.
Do we know that? How the hell
It's
is
that
it?
little shit.
Good. Well, at least we found food. Alright, I'm getting down.
Wait, yeah, hold on.
Teriel drops down into the snow and, looks up.
The dog sleds begin to slow as they approach the cart.
Moonbrook bangs her fist on the goblin cart to wake up everybody. Hey, we've got guest.
Oh my god.
Chubby's not ready to wake up yet.
Teriel takes his sword out and walks there slowly. Who goes there?
Just the man I was looking to meet, darling. Awfully cold out here, isn't it?
Looking for me. Who are you?
Well, all of you, really. And I see I arrived a little late.
Teriel puts his sword up. What are you doing with that? One right there.
Zerk?
Yeah, that little shit that deserted us. Destroyed the side of our cart.
Oh,
Hey! Come out! You might want to see this.
I'm here.
What is going on? Chubby's
What is it?
so tired.
oh, you all look like shit.
Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Hi, I'm Moonbrook. This is the
Velen.
rest of them.
Velen Harpel.
Velen is your name?
Valin.
Valen.
Oh.
Velen,
Yeah,
yes.
I heard. Okay.
Okay. Well, what do you want with us?
Well,
Just go.
I came to assist you with this endeavor you took out here with Zartarok, but it appears I arrived a little late.
There's still more inside to clear up. If you're willing.
Well, it looks like all of you might need a little bit of a rest.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
I'm fine. And he turns and wounds rip open. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yes.
Teriel, You can't be moving. Cheppy's gonna put you back on the ground.
No. Okay. Well, I'm a little surprised to see that these guys survived. I figured someone in town would have killed them for sure.
Would have done us a favor.
If they didn't kill him, I was going to. Hello, Zerk.
Hello. Hello.
You've got some explaining to do.
Yeah, you took
You're
all the
alive.
stuff. Yeah, you took like all the oil, the rations.
You robbed us.
No, Rob.
Yeah, you did. What happened to all our stuff?
No. Zarek and Kobold's hungry. You need to eat.
So you ate the oils.
you
Okay.
still
well,
hungry?
So you drank the oil.
Very thirsty.
You don't touch things that aren't yours. That was Cheppy's and the gang stuff.
That's
We're
not
gang.
exactly
Zerk,
true.
you understand?
I believe we're being rude to our guest here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
We
fine.
can't.
It was quite entertaining.
So, your name is Velen.
Velen?
Okay.
Yes.
Volin.
No,
What are
Velen.
you doing with these creatures? Have they robbed you as well?
They're my, newly acquired entourage, one would say. Easier to move these carts if, we take shifts, no?
That's what we was doing.
Well,
Yeah.
what? Well, I guess what can we do for you? I mean, if you're
Well-
looking for Zadorok, he's
Well, you
Spread
already
across the
handled
floor.
that, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Whoa, have you heard anything of the 10 towns? Cheppy has no idea what... Did we save everybody?
Did we
Yeah, what's
save
going on?
anybody?
Well, did you see that Shardlin dragon flying by?
Yes. Did you see it?
Well, of course.
Is Bryn
So
Sander
what
still
happened?
standing? Is
Pretty cool, right?
Bryn Shadow is still standing, and that's probably our best bet to face off with this dragon, yes.
the dragon should not be
Still
moving
going?
anymore. It should be done. It should have fell out the sky. Yeah, he was controlling it. We took him out.
Did you say take out this dragon?
I mean, unless that's not what you wanted to do.
well.
Well, we
Because
thought we
already as
already
it
did
stands, Logan's whole and good mead and East Haven are all destroyed.
Oh.
Good meat
Every
is
last one.
gone.
I'm sorry to deliver that news. But I assumed that adventurers of your repute would be considering to take that on, no?
You just took out Zadorok. What's another thing? What's another big thing?
We need to get back to Bryn Sander. Hook up with the mayor. Let them know what happened. Devise a plan. We need more help. We need rest.
Yes.
And I need
We
to
definitely need
get back to the
rest.
How about
House of the
we
Morning Law.
do the resting thing first? You all look like hell, and it's probably going to take at least a day to get back to Bryn Shander.
We could take shifts.
Yeah, we'll have the goblins, we'll have the kobolds go, and then we'll stop, and then we'll have the kobolds go, and then we'll stop, and then we'll have the kobolds keep going, and we should be...
Someone has to be awake to watch them, lest they rob us again.
I have a more comfortable alternative, if you wouldn't mind humoring me.
Okay.
It'll be
I'll
funny.
look around and see if there's a space that would be appropriate to set down my hut.
Oh, there's plenty of space.
All right. You'd see me pull out a black leather-bound book. My hands are slightly shaking. I have trouble, but it doesn't stop me from what I'm good at. So, you see a green light emanate from it as a tiny hut is summoned. Well then,
Wow.
out of this cold, shall we?
What does the
How are we
hut
gonna
look
fit in
like?
that?
Oh, just a standard wooden hut, you know, Nothing fancy. No windows on it, though.
So, I think we see that this hut manifests itself. Does it appear out of the ether? Do we see bits sort of swirling about to create it? What do you think it looks like as it's...
You would probably see green energy floating in a circular motion as it rises from the ground.
That is impressive.
Oh, it'd be so
You're
useful.
telling me we could have just had houses out here? How do you do that?
I mean, it's not
would
like
that book, please.
What kind of
Pardon?
magics are you?
Well, good wizard doesn't share her tricks to everyone who asks, yes?
Is it warded?
It's comfortable.
Okay.
I'll take comfortable.
We'll have to take shifts.
We were gonna do that anyway.
I'll
Well,
stay up.
my kobold friends actually can't fit inside anyway. There are too many of them.
Good.
Yes, you're going to stay outside and monitor the situation.
They can.
Build a fire, I don't know.
Yeah,
Don't
they,
let 'em have
Fuck
it.
dark, get fucked.
they can. No. They can use the cart. They can do a fire in the cart. They can stay
No,
warm.
they
just-
can't. That's my
Don't
cart.
leave anything in the cart you want to ever see again.
If you steal any of their belongings, I'll have your head, and then I'll reanimate all of you. Like your friends there.
They may take the
I
cart
like you.
as well.
I think you'll notice now as Velen mentions and motions towards some of the kobolds, two of them don't quite look healthy.
Oh.
What do you mean? My work is perfect.
They've got some
Are these your slaves?
some like decaying skin flaps maybe that are visible.
They're not slaves.
Gross.
I trade food and comfort for them, and they give me service in return. So don't damage my goods if you'd be so kind.
You can create a cabin. I can't imagine what else you can do. I'm not a
Yes.
threat. Okay.
You serve a evil deity.
Yeah.
I don't care who she serves. That place looks warm. Let's go, Moonbrook. Right?
You guys be fine. I'll stay in the cart.
Don't be so droll. Come, I don't serve any evil deities. In fact, I have something I might ask after we deal with this dragon, and I prove to you all that I can be trustworthy in combat.
Well, I'm ready to get out of the cold. So,
Yep.
are all in favor of going in the cabin?
Aye.
No.
Absolutely.
Cheppy's gonna take her hand and put it out to Teriel, kind of like waiting for him to take it so she can bring him inside.
Come, warmth bringer.
Fine. If he takes our hand, if Almanator punishes me for this, then at least you are all safe. Thank you. And he kind of like bats an eye at her, but he doesn't look directly into her face. And
I'm going in me first.
Valen's
No.
face.
No.
Valen's face.
Wait. Whoa.
I guess we should
Shall
go
we?
in.
Fine.
Yes. Definitely.
Before we go in, you're absolutely sure that good mead is gone, every single one of them?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, love. But yes, it's gone. But you may find that some of them have possibly evacuated to Bryn Shander. We don't know. But I think that's our best bet, to see if they have.
Yeah,
Shira
right.
walks inside.
We'll do that.
I put a hand on Moonbrook's shoulder. Just try to guide her inside.
Let's go.
This hut is about 20 feet by 20 feet. It is sort of dome-shaped once you go inside. You can all fit in there. It's cozy, but you can all sort of fit in there. And the cold is still there, but it's comfortable and it's dry, and it's not nearly as cold as you were. It's dark as you walk inside.
I'd cast Produce Flame. So my hand's glowing.
As Velen
Fire.
walks inside, it becomes dimly lit.
Oh, shit.
You would actually see me raise my hands up, and all the lights would turn on.
That's a neat trick.
How does this work? How does this work?
Magic.
Okay, yeah, I know that. But do you have that book? Can I see that book? Can I read that book? Can I
You
see
may
it?
not see my book, no.
Maybe if you prove to us that you want to prove to us that you're trustworthy, maybe I can prove to you that I'm trustworthy to read your book.
Oh God, I'll kill your curiosity. I've heard wizards were able to manifest an illusionary area to their liking, and it's almost intangible as it being real. If my answers are correct, just enjoy it. Don't harass
Not exactly
her yet.
wrong, but not exactly right, yes.
Can Jeppy see the book?
None of you can see my book. It's just an arcane tome.
With answers to my questions about the cabin. You see, I am also a tinkerer and a crafter of such arcane knowledge, and I was wondering if I could maybe sometime we could do like a swap. Maybe. You know, just in case like something happens. You know, like
No,
you
darling.
get hurt or something, or the
No.
dragon eats you, and then I'll
Well,
be
if
able to
I
finish the
die,
cabin.
then you will be the first one who's able to take my book, and I would ask that you please reanimate me. Oof.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's great. Deal.
Okay. So do we need to talk about anything, or can I go back to sleep? Because I'm
Well, that was the point of coming in here, unless you wanted to fill me in on what happened inside that
no,
stronghold.
not with talk. No.
Moonbrook,
He's very sensitive about what happened in that
desperately need
stronghold.
rest, but
Oh,
will you be all right?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll be fine.
Teriel and Ray sort of sit down and lean against the wall and just sort of pass out. You could probably hear the clank of Teriel's shield as he slides over.
Cheppy's probably gonna walk over to Teriel and kind of like try and sit in his lap and like against him.
I think I would just like wrap myself in a fur and put my head on Moonbrook's shoulder, fall asleep.
all right. With that said, I'll be huddling in a corner with my furs. Let me know if you need anything.
You all right there? Okay.
Yeah, I was just getting comfortable. Good night.
Good night.
Mortis sort of finds a comfy spot
Oh yeah.
to pass out. And Moonbrook, you are doing what?
I think Moonbrook obviously sits up for a little bit. She is definitely. She actually pulls out a little book from her pouch and she looks at it. It's like a ledger. So when she opens it, it's a ledger of people that she owes money to in Goodmead, because when we first met Moonbrook, she was actually delivering the Goodmead from Goodmead. So she was expecting to come home from her journey to, give back the money to her boss, essentially. So knowing that all those people are dead, she's just running her finger along the lines of the names and basically feeling like she has like some type of curse because everybody she knows, seriously, they all die. They all die.
There is a name in your ledger. Of your boss. You see it. You trace your fingers over it. What do you do?
I kind of just I basically just say Kendrick out loud and then I just close the ledger and then I tuck it back away into my...
You stay up for some time?
Yeah, I think she's gonna sit up for quite a while and just think about Kendrick. She'll think about this, and she'll ultimately think about the group. Like, is she cursed? Does she need to stay? And eventually she'll just kind of fall asleep with her head resting on Nissa's, on top of Nissa's head. So, yeah.
And the group takes a long rest. Everyone's going to please, with the exception of Velen, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
+4, everyone that's sitting next to me.
Is this
Wow.
A magic thing that we're rolling against? Okay.
No.
You said +4?
Wait, what
and
the
I
heck
would have
is
been
going
next to
on?
you, so...
There were
11.
4 natural ones there.
Jesus.
No, 5.
Why are these rolls so
Oh,
low?
no, those
You're
were
doing
hit.
some rings.
That's hit die.
Those were hit die up there. Oh my god. Okay, but still 4 natural ones. That is savage. Okay.
We're tired. We're really
Yeah.
messed up.
Okay.
So 11 with the +4.
Yeah. It's a rough night for everyone. You all have really bad dreams. I think the thoughts of the people in the 10 towns may be weighing on all of you. There are thoughts of indirect responsibility that go through your heads, and your dreams reflect this. You've gotten some pretty harsh news from Velen here. I think each of you has this dream, and I'll let you interpret it how you will, of what this Chardalyn dragon could have done. Was there a better way to handle this? don't know. But you made a choice and you stuck with it. And it's a difficult one. You were given an impossible choice. But that doesn't save the lives of the people that may have been killed by this dragon. And your dreams reflect that. However, you do manage to rest. You get a full rest. Teriel and Moonbrook, you are the first to awaken. As you come out of your trances.
I failed them. I failed them. He's just looming over Cheppy and looking around. But he doesn't see inside the hut. He just sees visions of people from the town standing in front of him, and very vague, see-through, spiritual, and them just kind of mouthing curses, but he doesn't hear it. He just feels that they're blaming him for not doing his duty, and that he knew a way and he should have done it, and instead he went with a group, and he's having doubts of himself.
It's not just you, it's all of us. We all did it.
No, I told her that we can do it.
You just said we there, not you. It's not just you, remember? So you just said we. Just pointing that out. It's all of us.
I failed us.
Teriel, how the hell do you figure that?
A better strategy. I could have maybe stayed back in the town and warded them.
Yeah, there's a lot of eyes in that. That you could have done a lot of things. That you could have done a lot of things. So could have I. We didn't. You know?
I failed it.
And unfortunately, a lot of people fucking died, man.
Shouldn't have been them.
Hey, yeah, I know.
Should have planned better. We should have.
Everyone I fucking know is dead.
There are deities out there. They pray to them. They give their... Why are they suffering? It's the same thing I asked back at home. The Vaishan is that, why is everybody suffering? If we're so close to these gods, then why don't we have the power to... Why am I a paladin? They believed in me. They kept calling me warmth bringer, and all I did was bring them cold death.
Yeah, well, all I ever do is see fucking dead people all the time. So you might bring the death, but I feel it. I embrace it. So really, you guys are all on borrowed time, so to speak.
We get to live centuries to see destruction and pain and suffering, loved ones dying in front of us. What makes us better than them?
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely
It's a curse.
nothing.
She was wrong. My mentor was wrong, she said. What it means to be an elf is to enjoy every moment. We take it slow. But all we do is get to see them die around us with the mistakes that we make, when we have the power to save them when we don't save them at all. We can't even save ourselves. I should have died in there. Or I should have turned around when I saw the dragon. Even though the odds were against me, I should have done something, maybe even slow it down. Our job was to protect them. The mission was for us to slay him.
Yeah. It was to slay him. We couldn't protect them at the same time, though. I mean, here's the... I mean, that's the truth of it. Like,
How did they do it, Moonbrook?
what do you mean?
The legends, the heroes of Icewind Dale. Driss, Caddybree, Brunner, Wolfgar.
Did you say Dresden? Every Booner.
How did they do it? How were they able to win every single time? They protected those towns multiple times. I've read the stories.
Yeah, are they stories or are they real? Do we know if they're real? I've only heard of them as...
real.
I mean, I've only heard of them as legends at this point.
Of course they're real. How dare you?
More like fairy tales.
Well, you know
Are they
what's
real?
not fairy tales? Us! Oh, sorry, Jeffy.
Terrio looks down and he just kind of backs up. Sorry. Waking you.
It's okay. Chubby needed to get up anyways. Legends are made. They don't just get born who they are and amazing. They fail and they fail. But what makes them heroes and the people of legends, Teriel, is that they keep trying. They don't just dote on themselves and stop caring because a couple people passed. A hero isn't a hero because they die. A hero is a hero because they keep trying to protect when they can.
Nissa just like squeezes Moonbrook's hand and then passes back out.
Your friend there has a point. Need I remind you, Teriel, was it?
Yes.
There is still that dragon out there. You did your best to come out here. It wasn't just a whim. You wanted to help people. Yes, that was the whole point.
To what avail?
Oh, stop beating yourself up and just listen to your friends, will you? If that dragon doesn't get dealt with, a lot more people will die. Is that what you want?
Of course not.
Right. So suck it up. I realize that this is very difficult for all of you. And I realize that this news is terrible. There's only so much one band of adventurers can do. Have a little faith in yourself. Come on. You're the warmth bringer, for Pete's sake.
What good is warmth
Exactly.
Okay, fine. I'll think of something.
Right.
Cheppy's going to reach her hand down and kind of like, while still sitting in Teriel's lap, like just grab his hand, and she's going to squeeze it really tight.
Everyone who died would be dying in vain if we mourn them the way you want to, like this, by doting on yourself and wondering what else we could have done. We have to help those who survive so that those who died can pass on knowing we did it.
Right. Okay. Alright. The dragon's made of charlatan. We do know that much. It was commanded by Zardarok. Zardarok had a crown and a gauntlet made of charlatan. A throne of charlatan. A device that controlled or maybe not even control, but set the path over to the dragon. Does anybody remember where He looks around. Moonbrook.
You can all remember that room that you were in, with the exception of Velen, obviously.
We're out here. Maybe we find a way to get back in there, not through the entrance. But maybe not me. Maybe you can get in there.
Me?
You're the best picklock and stealthiest person I know.
Of course, Wait, I mean, we're a good team, man, but that was all me, alright? So...
Sure. What if you can
No,
get in there?
Yeah, I'm talking... Okay.
There's a device that shows a flight pattern of this dragon, as we were told. If we can get an audience with Grandolpha, she said it was being controlled somehow, but we never really got the... I never really got the idea of the full control of it. I was just thinking we slay the controller, the dragon loses control, but important... I don't think that's... Is it sentient?
So Grandolpha told you that Zardarok basically sent this Chardelin dragon off, and it follows a path. And that's all that she knew about it.
Alright, so Darrow relays this to Moonbrook and Velen.
And this is the path that you remember.
Okay, Velen, what towns were hit already? Goodmead.
It was, Goodmead, Dogan's Hole, and, East Haven.
Alright. So it's still in its infancy of his path, from what I can remember. And the next town is Caerdinaval.
Yeah, there's no fucking way we can get all the way up to... There's no way that we're going to be able to save these fucking towns, man.
It's gonna take us a week to get to Brinshander. It took us
No.
days to get here.
It'll take us about a little over a day on my sleds. But the best opportunity for us to handle this will be a last stand at Brinshander. I don't think we'll be able to handle it before then.
So you're saying we let the rest of these towns burn? Maybe we could put an evacuation plan in. We don't have to fight the dragon on interception, but we can bring every able body there is. Women and children first. Able bodies, clad in armor, fighting.
Do you realize how long that will take?
Moonbrook. And actually Mortis.
What?
You can make me... I think this is going to be an intelligence-based check. Let's see here. I think this is probably going to be a survival check or an insight check, but it would be based on intelligence. So you can roll your int. Roll your int stat, not the saving throw. And we can figure out what your skill is based on that. So Moonbrook, yeah, int. Okay, and you actually get advantage on this, Moonbrook. So give me another int. Okay. Moonbrook. Your survival with
+4.
Okay. So it's a 3 because you get 1 from wisdom. Okay. So that's going to be a 19 for you. Mortis. Let me see what yours is. Okay, Mortis. Yours is a +3 as well. 21. Mortis.
Yes.
Lucky you. You think, based on the speed of the dragon, that you might
Exactly
be
what I was
able to
thinking.
tell roughly how long it would take to get to each town. You don't know how long the dragon would stay there, but you think you have a general idea on timing. And you think that Caer Dineval is probably already destroyed. And based on the timing that it took to get back to Bryn Shander, that the best place for you to meet up with this dragon is probably not Bryn Shander, at least if you want to save any other towns. The best place would either be Bremen or Targos.
Okay, so I just had a flash of genius. Sorry.
What's up, man?
Caer Dineval is actually probably already destroyed by now. If it's only been about 4 hours since we were last out, I think.
Here.
Notice.
Teriel slams down. He grabs Moonbrook's dagger, if allowed.
What the fuck, man?
All right,
You can
and
take it.
he starts digging in the. Doesn't even ask. He just starts digging in the ground or the floor of the cabin and starts making a map out, so everyone else can see.
You know, I got a fucking map right here. You don't have to do that to this poor
I don't wanna
woman's
tell.
floor.
It's fine.
Sleep. Oh my god.
All right. Okay. So whatever. Doesn't matter. We don't need a map
He
right
hands
now.
the dagger over to Mortis.
Gonna
Look
lose it,
what
I'm
you
gonna lose it.
said.
Oh, thank
Show
you.
us all.
Yes. All right.
Put
right, so-
put it on the map, man.
Okay. All right.
And I think he just puts the dagger through the map.
No.
Okay, you just
Sorry.
that was
all right,
very
let me just
close to my face.
Let me just get through this thought, and then someone else could draw it. I don't want to lose it. Okay.
Just axe out what you think right here. Here's Caer Dineval. Here's Caer Koenig.
Yes. Okay.
And
Caer
around this
Dineval.
way,
Caer
just on the
Dineval's
right.
next, right? Is that what this place is? Is this Caer Dineval?
Caer Dineval, yes, right here.
Okay, that's probably gone by now, considering it's only been about 4 hours and these three places have already been destroyed, right? Yes?
Yes.
So, then that means Caer Koenig is going to be next, and Caer Dineval, if we're going to make our way out and we have a day, we could only probably make it to Bryn Shander, but we don't need to just stop at Bryn Shander. We'll have some time. We could probably go to, I don't know, Bremen or Targos if we need to, and probably hold off there, save some more people, but then again, we could just stay at Bryn Shander and then just say goodbye to those two towns. I think with what we have available, and you said we can get there in a day, yes?
To Bryn Shander, yes.
Great. So if we can get there in a day, then that's still going to buy us enough time. We could probably make it to Bremen if we push hard enough.
We might be able to find some people who can help us as well. I'm
Oh,
sure
you're on your
they
way.
already know what's going on, so as we go through Bryn Shander, there might be other adventurers or people who are willing to help us.
Maybe people that can send off messages to other towns too, yeah?
What if we leave one of us? He looks around the room in Bryn Shander, talk with the leader there, schedule something of some kind of way to fortify Bryn Shander. Go to Brennan only to probably evacuate at this point, I would say. That way we could get preparations back here. Have every able body ready.
We should probably
Find
wake up
any
Ray.
dwarves that we can. Is there any way we could send an owl or anything? And he looks at Ray. To our
Yes,
dwarf
sir.
friends.
Nisa,
Hey!
wake up. Nisa.
What?
No, you don't have to wake him up.
What? You just said can
No,
he...
I was
Bryn
just looking in
Shander
this
doesn't
direction.
need help with defenses, by the way. They're already aware. They're setting up.
If they're setting up an aware, why haven't they put any evacuation plans into play
What's
for all the other
happening?
towns? Communication? Nothing's been sent to them?
I can't be everywhere at once, darling.
Ray, we're going to need you to be an owl, Ray.
Do the towns talk? And he looks at Moonbrook. Do they communicate with each other besides trade?
I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah. Why not?
We can go off of hopes that they know that this thing is up there. I mean, it's quite visible.
You know, it doesn't. I mean, Yeah, but
Then we go
also
to
at the same
Brennan,
time.
right? And we try to evacuate as many as we can, get them on their way. Do we make a stand to slow the dragon down?
You know, the towns kind of like do their own thing, though, and they're not governed as one. If you know what I mean.
Well,
So
today they're going to be burned as one if we don't do anything. That's not what we want, right?
We don't have time to sit here and try to figure this out. We need to do this while we're moving in the carts and figure out what to do in Brinchander. We can't make plans, they might change. We
I
can
think we need to
Brinchander,
finish
see what-
resting first, actually.
I agree with
Be
that.
helpful.
well, I am feeling
good.
I'm feeling fucking fabulous. So I could actually just fucking do the cart, man, like I was going to.
Same,
Before we got-
I'll stay awake with you.
Yeah,
Wait,
we can get this
actually,
show
no.
moving.
You go on the cart. I'll go with Velen. So she said that her sleds can get there in a day. That's faster than what we can get there.
We don't need you driving. I have all my kobolds to handle it.
Actually, can I ride with?
Yes. Of course.
Actually, you know what? Never mind. I could probably get there just as fast. And he looks around and he says, "I can call a steed."
You want to rush ahead to warn them?
Yes. At least get the Brinchander first.
Yeah, she just said they already knew. So
They do, and there were some refugees piling, and it's chaos. All of it.
Or maybe get back and tell them what happened here.
Or, alternatively, the lot of you who are fucked up still get your rest, and then we travel. You're going to be useless if you don't get it.
She's absolutely right. We can't help anyone like this.
I realize you elves don't have to sleep as long, but our comrades here do. Myself
of cour-
included.
So that's
of course
another
you can
what?
ride in our cart, though. You know, you can take my spot, and we can get you there.
That's hardly going to be restful.
We
Someone
only
else
need
is.
another.
If someone else drives, you can probably rest along the way.
Yeah, I'll drive. I'll drive us, and you just rest in the back. Just trust me, all right? We do this all the time.
She's a good guide.
We do. The cart's pretty amazing. It's very warm in there as well.
I have my
Thank
sleds.
you very much.
Yeah, so she said
We
she
can
get
hook
there
it
faster
on.
than us.
We could just use my sleds.
Right, but we have this thing here, the goblin cart that I made. It's quite a beautiful thing. I just was wondering if we could somehow rig it so it goes fast enough, maybe.
I suppose. We could.
How are you able to get there as fast as you can?
Shifts with those lovely kobolds outside.
Okay, so shifts. So it's
Through
not
the
like you have a
eastern
magic-
path, through the mountains.
We follow her. Okay.
That's easy.
All right. Good. I'll start getting things ready. And he stands up. Actually, sets Cheppy to the side a little bit and puts his hand on her head and like positions himself up. And I'll get things ready. Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna make some potions, I think.
And he looks around and feels around in his pockets. He finds 2 rations. Probably
for
need to
each-
feed them.
For each rest that you all take, you need to assume that you go through a ration.
Okay.
It's like
I'm left with the 1. I'll feed the axe beaks.
I have
And,
some spare rations. Here,
I am
here's
very
another.
hungry.
Cheppy reaches down into her butt furs, and she just like randomly, you see her like rifling around, and she just starts reaching up.
Chevy has 10 more rations, if anybody needs some.
Oh, great.
Yes, please.
I'll take. How many does it take an axe beak? 1 each or
2.
2 each?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have 4?
That's fine. You can take them. Chevy bought them for us.
Okay. He takes 4 and walks out. Before he
Anybody
goes, he
else?
turns around and looks at Velen and he says,
Yes, please.
"Thanks."
For what? We
He
haven't
doesn't
killed
need
the dragon
one.
yet.
All right. Should I go back to sleep here or in the cart?
You can rest. I'll go prepare the cart with the others.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
So I have a, I think I'm starting to do my ritual of making several potions for the day.
You haven't gotten your full rest yet.
I know, but I just
Only been
okay.
4 hours.
All right. Talk to you in 4 hours, Whack.
But we can assume that the group is getting the carts prepared. You're leaving the cozy safety of Leomund's, or I guess Velen's tiny hut.
Damn right, darling.
Yeah.
And back out into the Arctic snow, except no one has woken up Ray. So everyone's
Yes.
getting the carts ready, and none of you have seen Ray.
Oh, have they slept yet though? Like, I think the ones that are, I was gonna go out and work on the cart, but because I don't need no more rest, so
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I went back to sleep.
Sounded like okay. So Nissa and Ray are still inside, and I don't know if Mortis is as well.
Cheppy's still
Okay.
sleeping as well.
go back to sleep, you fools. Me and Teriel will do our thing. There you go. It's just me and Teriel working on the carts.
No, I'm also doing so, darling.
I thought you needed sleep, lady
I'll be
love.
fine.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
My cards.
Wait, well, I was talking about the gobbling part, like not the dog.
Oh,
you know what?
Oh,
We're talking
we
about
have to
my
hook it all up, don't we?
My cart is what we're talking about now.
More just go the hell to sleep,
I've
man.
been trying, but everybody's been talking about the carts this whole time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm going out to my sleds, darlings. You can come and join me.
So, Moonbrook, Teriel, Velen are all preparing the carts. Doesn't really take very much. You had already basically done it. You were just waiting to head back to town.
Teriel is kind of a little off in a distance, and he's looking at the fortress. He's just looking up at the fortress they just walked out of, and hoping to see a sign of Grandolpha or any of the Duergar that was with her. And he's just kind of just being hopeful after he set up the cart, and just kind of standing alone.
Both of you can probably see Teriel looking up towards the fortress.
Come on.
He kind of gets that look in his eye when he's like being, what's that word? Insightful, and he's trying to like think about different things.
He's a dreamer,
know.
that one, then.
Oh yes, he's actually very fucking annoying with that. So if you want to go chat him up, you're more than welcome to. I've heard him talk enough though. And with that, Moonbrook is going to fiddle in the goblin cart.
I'll walk over to Teriel. You're not still beating yourself up, right? You know that's useless.
No, not this time. There's a leader in there, a Duergar leader. I was hoping she'd look out or something. To give us more insight. We never got to speak with her. Once the deed was done, granted I wasn't conscious. To be able to try to find my way. I don't even know what happened at the end. I just fell silent.
And does this new leader, I presume, have an ill will towards you all?
I don't know, actually. I just know that she hated him more than she hated us. From what I gather, he was a mate.
A woman after my own heart.
Yeah.
Well, how about you help me hook up these sleds and we'll get inside for a little bit, wait for your friends, and start moving on out.
Fine.
Yeah?
All right.
Quit daydreaming and put some of that thought into action already.
I'm trying to think of something, and he walks over with her. I just don't know. This is a dragon, for God's sakes. I don't even know if it's sentient enough to think, or if it's mechanical, or if it's on. She had this little dragon, maybe a smaller version of it with her, and it was obedient. But I couldn't tell if it had a mind of its own. It was all a blur.
She trained it.
I would guess. Something made out of Charlatan have its own mind? It was in magics, or do you know anything about this? Besides the rumors.
Oh, off the top of my head, not quite. I mean, I guess the first I heard of it was when I saw it flying overhead.
Yeah.
I had no idea there was a miniature one as well.
The miniature one looked harmless for what we can tell.
Yes, but harmless grows into not harmless.
Oh, that's what I'm hoping it doesn't do, is grow. All right, you look good here.
Yep.
I feel like the more we sit here, the more destruction is going to happen.
That is the truth.
Why don't I scout a little bit ahead?
If that's what you wish.
Yeah. Just don't tell the others. They get a little too possessive.
Would you like me to go with you?
If you like.
Well, then they won't wonder if you're okay. Or maybe they will.
They see us both missing.
Yes.
Maybe you should stay back. I'll be fine. I'll be an eye shot.
Very well.
And Teriel walks off with a slight smirk and goes ahead to scout.
Sir, get them all together. We're leaving soon. Yes, yes. Oh, for the love of... Small, stop eating his ear. Oh, God. What have I signed up for?
The next 4 hours pass as the group prepares as much as they can to head out, feeding the kobolds, the animals, a lot of food. The dogs also require rations. And, Velen, I think that's all of your rations.
That's fine, darling. We'll just grab more. Don't you know who I am?
But everyone gets a long rest.
Thank God.
Hello, Whack.
Hi.
Has it been 4 hours?
It's been 4 hours.
Sweet.
Are you drinking milk?
Yep.
Is that mayonnaise?
Yes.
Is that what you? That's what you found on the floor?
It's
You've
my
kept
rations.
it. You just
Delicious viscous mayonnaise, yes.
Delicious. So, I think what I'm doing is I'm starting to do the alchemical treatment of making more potions. I think also I dump out things that are in my bag of holding, and one is it slides out of the giant myconid arm. And then, is there any way I could use this for poison reagents?
Oh, good question.
Because it's like a whole thing of things I have available that I've not been able to use yet because I haven't anything to do poison stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I think we can make a check for this, definitely.
Okay.
Let's see. I assume you have some tools to help you with this?
I have just the right tools for the job, which is any tools kit I can use for whatever I need to use it for.
Excellent. That is some level 7 alchemist artificer bullshit.
And it's like level 5, but yes.
Oh yeah, level 5. Never mind. Tool expertise. Go ahead and make a poisoner's kit roll with advantage.
Okay. One second. Could I use my now level 7 bullshit and then do my flash of genius and add my intelligence bonus to this roll?
What is this special bullshit that you get?
Here it is.
Flash of Genius. You've gained the ability to come up with solutions under pressure. When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or saving throw, you can use your reaction to add your intelligence. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Awesome. I will then make my poisoner's kit. Plus, that's going to be +2, so 24.
You get to roll with advantage as well.
Well, okay. Don't mind if I do. Okay, glad we did that.
Okay, a 22. Absolutely. You think from what ingredients you have that the poison that you can make would have to be based off of what the myconid seem to be able to do. So I think you can infer that there would be some kind of hallucinogenic poison.
Sweet. Okay, and that's what I'd like to do. And then I am going to, while I have the kit out, I am going to then spend 4 of my spell slots making healing potions. And then I've got a random one because that's just how it works. So I'm going to do that one. And then I'm going to have my healing potions. And then I'm going to blow my nose into a rag. But it's going to miss the rag. And it's going to make booger. And then that'll be my morning routine. Now, where is it? Experimental elixir. I get to roll a d6. That's disgusting. All right, and then this one is I could increase someone's walking speed by 10. I can make bottled speed. All right, that's it. And then I clean it up and then get ready and go outside and meet everybody else.
Yeah, don't breathe in those fumes in there, because that's basically methamphetamines.
Yeah, I think Ray watched all this while he was sort of meditating for the morning, and it's going to take him a second, but then he's going to cast Goodberry and then eat one of them, but probably doesn't have the best appetite at this point. And then I guess looking around, there's no one in here. It was just. Is anyone else?
It was just Mortis, I guess. There was probably a few people that were exiting, you know?
Okay, so I guess I'll get up and make sure I have everything, and I think I'm pretty freaked out about this space, like, if something's left. So I'll just look around to make sure there's nothing left behind by anybody, and then I'm going to leave.
Yeah. So, again, I mentioned this in the chat, but half of your hit die are regenerated on a long rest, rounded down, so that you would have regenerated 3 of your hit die if you had used them. And you get full HP, get your spell slots back, and you would have to prepare any spells that you would like to for the day. But the whole group is all set and ready to go out by the carts. Dogs and the axe beaks are ready to go.
I want this spoken out loud.
Half of your total hit die or half of what you're missing?
Half of your total. Because then if you were at 0, you'd never regen.
Wow, you guys, I just woke, you guys are fast. Wow. And then Ray's gonna probably shamble over to the cart and hop in.
Hey Ray, was Teriel getting ready?
He wasn't in there. I thought he was. I mean, I assumed everybody was out here.
He went to scout ahead. He shouldn't be far.
Of course he did.
Who wants potion?
Cheppy wants a potion. Also, we don't let Teriel go by himself. That's how people die.
Alright, here's your potion.
What are you, his babysitter? The grown man.
Potion? Anybody
He's
else?
his friend. She
I'll take
cares
one.
about him.
Alright, here you are.
I'll take one as well.
And it's it's
There you
dangerous out here. We've run into enough stuff at this point. I mean, we ran into a giant at some point. There's enough stuff out here that it's better than them.
He promised he'd be an eye shot, don't worry. If I look around, do I see Teriel anywhere?
That's for Teriel to answer.
Yeah, he's up in the clearing, just trying to look and see if the paths are clear and kicking, rocks and whatever debris out of the road for the carts. He's not doing anything out of control.
So Velen,
Over there?
it's essentially dark out. So unless you have some torches, or if there are no torches out, you wouldn't really be able to see very far. The cart has we can assume that you would have set up a bonfire. The cart has a sort of large stone orifice, basically, in the center of the cart to keep it warm. It's a strange goblin cart. It kind of looks like... Let's see if I can find this handout. It's lost in the middle of nowhere. Oh, man. This is going to be fun to find. But yeah, it's a big, it's very goblin looking. Like, it's a... It is a, mostly a wooden cart that's sort of very tall. And in the center, there is kind of like this stone.
It's under polar bear.
Yeah. There we go.
And how'd you acquire that?
Mostly his fault.
I built it. My design.
Has
So
axe
there's-
beaks attached to it instead of polar bears now, but that's kind of what it
Right.
looks like.
It's
You
kind of a
built
long
that.
story.
Well,
but,
I designed it, yep. It's got a hearth working in the inside for reflecting much heat. And thanks to Chippy, we're able to keep it stoked anytime we want. So it's a pretty comfortable thing. Also, the tusks on the front really do help when the wheels can't roll anymore. It's wonderful for deep snow.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. Can I look at the book yet?
No.
All right. Okay. Well,
You're persistent, aren't you, darling?
if not.
Well, what's the plan? Are we going to Brinchander then?
I think we want to head towards Brinchander and then move past, maybe if we've got time. I mean, these are all your people. If they all died, then whatever. But I mean, if you want to save more people, I think maybe we want to go towards Bremen or Targos.
Well,
Yeah,
we
we
have
need
to
the
go
dragon, don't
through. We have to go through Brinchander, so we
Right.
can decide then if we want
We
to stop.
ride by
if
and
they
one of us
need
could tuck and roll off the side into the snow, and then we do the same thing at Targos, and then we stop at Bremen, and then talk to everybody, and then wrap it around and come on back.
Or we could reconvene with everyone at Brinchander and see if they will send message off to the other towns.
That's very true. Yeah, okay.
Yes?
How far away is Teriel? Can Cheppy see him?
Oh, yeah.
Cheppy's gonna snap her fingers and create a bonfire out near him, almost as like a signal, and instantly again snap, and it's gone.
What?
I just let Teriel know that we're ready to go.
Teriel slowly dredges back. He's still kicking rocks and pushing stuff out of the way as he can. All right, don't yell too much. We don't need another avalanche.
Oh, yeah, be careful.
So he starts walking back slowly and turning around. Something just doesn't feel right with him, with this whole thing, and he's trying to figure it out. Right.
Hey, Cheerio, good news and bad news. Good news, I made a bunch of potions for people. Bad news, everybody claims them. But I have this one, if you would like. This one should, I think, if you drink it, you should run faster. Want to try it?
I think you would be more beneficial. But I do
Oh,
appreciate
I'll just
it.
give him mine.
Alright.
Don't worry about it, darling. Here.
And no,
Hey, you people,
Ah,
everybody.
take it. I will hear nothing else.
Thanks, and you did enough for me. You gave me this armor. I don't know where the hell you got it from, but I do appreciate that, at least. Don't get used to that. He turned around slowly and pockets the potion and sits up on the cart.
You want your old armor? I still got it.
No, you can
Okay.
do what you will with that.
Great. Thank you.
And possibly make adjustments to this one eventually. Where'd you get this from? It's like you got it from a temple of some sort.
Maybe we don't want to know where he got it.
That's probably best.
Is this a dead person? Don't
We
answer.
should probably get on the cart now and start
Don't
moving.
answer it.
Try to get towards Bryn Shander.
Yeah, Teriel, do you mind? Usually have a pretty good disposition with the axe beaks. You want to try and
Yeah, sure. I've gotten plenty of rest.
appreciate it.
I'll take them on their way.
Hey,
Is,
you sure?
What was that?
Are we splitting up? Sorry, I just want to kind of clarify something. Are we splitting up? So is I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce her name. I'm terrible.
Velen.
Velen, yeah.
Valen?
Velen.
Velen. Is she going in her own cart and then the rest of the party is going in ours?
We're following
I'll be on
her.
my sleds.
Yeah, we're following her.
Sweet.
She said she has a faster way, so we're going to go that way.
Okay.
So we're
all
ready
tucked
then?
in. We're all sardines again? Awesome.
Ready?
Chebby
What?
has something for you, Valen.
And Chubby's gonna walk over to her. She's gonna reach up. And she pulls down a little green frog from the top of her head that was nestled into her curls.
This is Frog. He talks to Cheppy. He's a great conversationalist, but not with anybody else. You have to keep him warm. I've never let anybody else hold on to Frog, but I think it's the safest if we do this.
And she's going to hand Frog over.
There's a little frog in a tiny winter coat.
You carry this thing around?
He's
Well-
quite friendly.
He's Cheppy's best friend, but he's more than that.
And Cheppy closes her eyes, and all of a sudden, when she opens them, her eyes look like frog eyes, and frogs look human, or satyr, I should say.
Is this Frog working?
As you hear Cheppy's voice coming from Frog's mouth.
Is this frog working?
Oh, God. Lovely parlor trick, but please warn a woman next time. Jeez.
Cheppy and Frog can talk to each other.
Chebby and Frog
Cheppy,
can talk to each other, and Chebby
Cheppy can see through him.
Chebby
So
can
Cheppy
see
can
through
watch
him.
you.
So Chebby can watch you.
Well,
I never
right.
get used to that at all. So you're gonna place that with, and you're gonna.
Oh my. Oof.
So she's like a.
You know, this is real fur.
And that's a real frog.
And I'm a real goblin.
And I'm real
should make
impatient
you-
because
we
there's a
should get
dragon
moving.
flying
should
around,
probably
destroying.
get going.
Fine,
we
fine. Put
could
it in
get-
my furs. Come, come. Grotesque.
He keeps the flies away.
Oh, lovely. There are lots of flies around in the frozen.
Really?
The frozen
Can you tell me-
wastelands, yes.
Oh, we should probably get on the cart. Cheppy
Yes.
just needs to find these flies somewhere.
So we're good then.
Yes, lead the way.
Let's
and,
go.
We'll follow.
Who's riding the car? Who's going with me? I'm going to my car.
I'm
by the
driving
way.
the cart.
I think we're all
Right.
in the cart, and she's in her own stuff. So
Okay, great.
Before we head out, I would turn around and wave my hand towards the hut. And you would see, if you were looking, that it sinks
I am.
back down into that green luminescence.
But we didn't leave
How the
anything in there.
no, I
How the
checked.
hell
There-
does
there was-
she-
no.
Wait, is
Teriel-
Ray
do
still
that?
in there?
No, I'm right here. I'm right here. Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in there. No, I looked. There was.
You wouldn't take him with it, darling. Calm down.
Would it? It wouldn't squish me, or
No, we would just disappear.
And how would he be summoned?
We can ask these questions later, right? Like we
Okay,
can.
all right.
We
all right.
must
we
get
save-
moving.
The town.
We should probably go.
Okay.
Cheppy can ask her through Frog.
And Cheppy's
Either
gonna
way.
walk over and get in the cart.
Thanks.
All right, so Terry, do we position ourselves or anything? Or I'll just tell you, I'm in the front, driving the cart. Left side.
Okay.
I'm on top, like always, chilling.
I'm
You know.
basically
I am
right
inside.
behind wherever Moonbrook is sitting. I'm just kind of staying.
On the
No,
roof?
I'm on top. I'm always on the roof, man. This is like my spot.
You're hanging on the back like.
Yeah, my legs always like dangle in front of the view, like
Oh, okay.
of the
so
people
that's
in the
your feet.
cart.
All right.
Yeah.
Love it.
You know, you could just ride on my sled, right? You don't have to sit on top of that.
I like this spot. It's good. I can see a lot of things up here.
Right.
Take cold exhaustion.
The kobolds
Yeah, but
and Velen get set up in the dog sleds. Moonbrook sets up in the coldest possible position in all of the conveyances.
But you know what? I always see them and then I shoot them. I shoot the
Oh,
things.
good news is you're in my aura, so just when those skill checks come, or when those saving throws come.
I feel much
love
more
you, man.
comfortable closer to you, Cariel. This is great. You're glowing. There's something about you recently.
Yeah, you are glowing. It's a good look, just so you understand.
Let's go.
I give him a
He
pat on the
hits
back.
hits the Akka speaks and starts to signal to Velen that we are ready to go.
All right.
Maybe that new armor.
Zerk, you're on the left.
Really good.
Greg, you're on the right. I'll be in the middle. Yes. The left, Zerk, the left. God.
So wait a minute. So who's next? Mortis is next to me or behind me?
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll be next
No,
to you.
I'm asking.
I was
I'm
going to
just
be
listening.
behind, but it doesn't really matter. I'll go
Okay,
next
behind.
to you.
Is anybody next to me or am I open?
I would say Cheppy's probably sitting next to you, just kind of
Okay.
waiting to see if we get a message.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
I'm in
My
the back.
legs are dangling right beside your face and they kick you by accident.
And I'm in the bottom floor with my head out, probably between you and Chippy. And I'm just like watching and making sure everything's okay. Kind of like if you're sitting in the middle of the seat in a car and you're always watching the front.
Oh, like the little
Yeah.
kid on the back of his chair. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's what I'm
god.
doing.
I think I'd be like leaning out the window so I can kind of see Moonbrook and
That's
kind of
me.
see out.
Okay.
All right.
You see my ankle? It's a good
All
ankle.
right. Watch your feet.
Sorry.
Mortis, do you still have a dagger?
Watch your
I
hip.
heard that it's made of really nice fine metal that can be taken down and built into something else.
Whose dagger? Who's her dagger?
Yeah.
If you take my fucking dagger, man.
You're gonna
Yeah,
have,
we could
you're
just
gonna have
tickle
to see
her
me have
feet.
it.
You still have it, don't you?
Yes.
Didn't give it back. Okay.
The carts are off, heading now through the eastern pass of the mountain. As the group follows the dog sleds of Velen Harpel, this mysterious figure that has shown up to aid them. Probably. And that's a good place for us to take our break. As they head back to what remains of the 10 towns. Welcome on in, Phelan, as our special guest.
Hi, everybody.
So excited, mother.
So exciting.
What an outfit.
Thank you, darling. It's not really real, though. Don't worry.
And what an attitude. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I'm so intimidated. I'm not even kidding. I'm so intimidated.
I'm a nice lady.
Yeah, huh?
Maybe.
You're not letting me see the book.
Oh, shut up, darling.
It's amazing.
Yes, welcome on in, Phelan, as a special guest. There's a lot of stuff happening here in this session today, so I hope you'll stick with us. I hope you'll stick with us. The group has just leveled up to level 7. Will that be enough? You'll have to stick around and find out. If you haven't done so, please make sure that you are following all of these wonderful people. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/rime, R-I-M-E, to go follow them in all the places. And please consider throwing a sub their way. It's September. Subs are 20% off. Consider throwing a sub their way. Get yourself some emotes, and support these wonderful people. Make sure you're following us here on Table Story on Twitch, Table Story on YouTube, and come hang out on our Discord as well, where we've got people that are looking for groups. We've got channels dedicated to the different shows that we've got. Lots of great discussions and people that are interested in talking about role-playing games. So come hang out. And if you did not see it, we have a new show premiering tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, called Root, that Faye and Technique are both going to be on. So hopefully you'll see that tomorrow. It should be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of fun. And I've got a teaser to show you. If you haven't seen it yet, we'll be back in just a little bit. Hang tight for more Rime of the Frostmaiden.
All right. I get that you need to swing your feet, but do you actually have to swing it like you're a child?
Look, I have a lot of
feet however she likes.
Yeah, I have a lot of anxiety right now, man. You would too if you just.
All right, fine. When the cart goes in a ditch for you kicking me in the eye, then don't blame me.
Inside.
Oh, I think I think Velen's saying something.
And Cheppy's going to, her eyes are going to gloss over, and she will be listening and talking through Frog.
Did you say something?
Did you say something?
God. Yes, we're coming up on Bryn Shanta now, darling.
Ah, okay, I'll tell everybody.
And Cheppy's going to kind of like look over at Teriel.
Whoa, we're almost at Bryn Shander now.
Oh.
Good.
Good. All right.
It won't be much longer.
And he like slaps Moonbrook's foot again. Not out of being mad. He just taps it. He goes, "We're almost at Bryn Shander."
Need a con save, by the way, Moonbrook, against the cold.
Sure, +4, right?
You got it. Look at everybody doing it. Okay. Oof.
Fortunately, a 9 is not enough. You've gained 1 level of exhaustion from the cold.
Cool, man. It's fine. Totally fine up here. Just a little frozen.
You sure you
I
want
just
to
pass
jump
her
off
up some furs. Like, take this.
Thank you.
So Teriel's mischief. He looks back at Nissa and looks at Moonbrook's feet, and he smiles at Nissa, like not like, huh? It's more like a wicked smile, and he goes, "So Moonbrook, since we're passing by Bryn Shander, how do you feel about going to see the lady here? Maybe to give her the news." Yeah.
I mean, we all got really much time for that, but if you want me to stop and talk to her, I certainly will. Don't tell Ray. Thank you.
I mean, are you fast? 5-minute wait, maybe check on the birds.
I mean, I am not that fast. At all. I like to take my time with things, so maybe it's best we don't stop.
Moving on then. And he just kind of like starts the birds back up.
This is just like looks at him and looks up at Moonbrook, and she's just like, what are they talking about?
Definitely not the time.
Hey, are we stopping
This
here?
is
Are we stopping?
oblivious.
What's on?
I would like to stop here and give them the news, but I guess we have more important things. We can see them on the way back. Plus,
I think we
Ellen
should
is
stop
getting-
and talk to who's in charge.
Yeah, you think so?
Okay, do best to Shane, yeah.
All right, well, let her know because she's getting farther away.
Oh, Cheppy's going to snap into Frog's vision.
Hey, we're gonna stop and try to find who's in charge.
Hey, we're gonna stop and find out who's in charge.
Oh, God, that will never get normal. I'm all right.
Do we have the time?
We need to let them know.
We don't have to stay long. We can devise a quick plan, let them know what we're doing, and then
You
leave.
could just tell a guard as we pass, really. You're like, run, tell them, hurray.
Oh yeah, that too.
We don't need to have a conversation. Sorry.
Can I hear them talking at this point? Because I know I couldn't hear about the. Okay.
It's
If
a
you
small
guys
cart.
want-
I mean, there's just leather flaps that are, down.
It's petite. It's not small.
How we're probably moving fast, but not like top speed for the Ag Speaks fast, right?
Moving pretty quick.
No, we're smoothing.
I might.
I slapped them darn birds until she asked me.
You guys
mean, if
have been
we're-
hauling ass basically down the mountains. It's faster than going up.
I think if we're trying to be fast,
That makes sense.
I can hop out, tell a guard to relay whatever you want, and then I can pop into an Axe Speak and catch up with you guys. I can sprint.
Do we can't just shout while we're driving by.
You can just shout. You don't need to stop or anything.
You even remember her name?
Duvessa, absolutely. How can you not forget her name?
Terrell just laughs.
We're actually not going to be stopping. We're just gonna keep going.
We're actually not going to be stopping. We're going to keep going.
Are you certain that's wise? We could discuss with any officials here if there's a plan already in order. It doesn't have to be a long conversation.
I feel exactly the same way.
I feel
But let's
exactly
just
the same
say
way.
trying to
But
convince
just
like
trying to
500
convince,
people
like,
is really
500
difficult.
people is really difficult.
Terrell stops the cart. While we get closer to the
Whoa,
gates,
whoa, whoa.
Alexander.
Yeah.
I think we're actually stopping.
All right,
I think we're actually
make an
stopping.
executive decision, and we're stopping. It won't be fast.
It's fine. We can talk to him and let him know and keep going. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
It's fine.
All right.
It shouldn't take that long.
Most of you can stay here. I'll go talk to her.
Oh, no.
You can
No. If anything, me and Ray will go talk to her.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll go talk
got
to
it.
her, and then we'll meet back up with you. You'll be an Axe Speak, yeah?
I need to know the
We
plan
just
of
get-
what's.
Oh, we'll tell you on the
Sure.
other side. No problem.
I think
Yeah,
we
it's
should
so
all
cool.
go since we all just killed Sunblight. Maybe we should all go talk to her and figure out what to do about the
That
dragon.
makes more sense.
Okay, let's do it. Because Terrell doesn't want to argue. He just stops and kind of like pets the back of the axe beak by bending over and all right, well, let's go off with you.
Okay. So just to be clear, you're all stopping outside Bryn Shander?
Wait, can we take this inside? I thought it was always parked outside.
No, it's a big village.
Okay.
Of course
Oh,
you can
okay,
go
nah,
in.
we're
Okay, so-
riding up in that bad boy. All right, so I
So-
stop to have a conversation, then I'll roll up to the gates.
I was gonna say with what Mortis figured out and with us stopping here, do we know if it's super dangerous? Would we know this? Would he have like recognized time wise that this would have been dangerous for us to stop long enough to be like, by the way,
It's an hour. We have 3 more, right?
yeah, I'm just wondering if we would know for sure. Just so
You definitely don't know for sure. Mortis gave you an approximate idea that if you hauled ass, you could probably get to Bremen before
okay.
it is
Why
destroyed.
did we not
Or
just
it's
leave
destroyed.
word with a guardsman, or at least ask a guardsman to go get her? Maybe she's
That's what I'm
nearby.
saying. That's what
That
I'm
could
Okay, we can
take-
do that. If we go get it, it's going to take the same amount of time it's going to get her, maybe longer, right?
Well, if we drive by, if we just drive by the entrance and we scream to a guard, "Hey, go tell whoever,"
That's
and then we
smart.
just keep on going.
Okay, do we remember where her office is or where her?
No.
need
We'll
to.
just we'll tell the guard. The guard's gonna know where
Guard
she
will do
is.
it.
They'll be able to do it fast.
There's
meet
a
us on the
guard
other
over
side.
there. All
and
right,
we can
who's
keep
going to
going.
do the talking?
Will you?
I'll do it. I'm going.
Can
No,
we-
no. Oh my God.
absolutely
Terriel,
not.
Terriel, go with them, for
grabs
God's
the
sake.
back of
Hey.
Mortis's collar. Ray,
Can we write
Yeah.
her a missive and then the guard
What?
will just give it to her?
do you have anything
No,
to
it's
write
fine.
with?
It's fine. He's gonna. I can do it. It's fine.
Yeah, let's let Ray do it. Ray
Yeah.
needs to start speaking up.
Put me
So are
down.
you
What do you mean?
are you taking the
We're gonna take
carts
the
in?
cart by the guard or by a
Yeah.
guard as close
yeah.
as we can get. Oh, sorry.
Just long enough to pass him information, and that's all.
Okay. So you are heading I'm sorry, say that one more time.
We're just gonna try to position ourselves where we can drive by a guard at the front gate or at one of the gates, whichever gate we are at. I guess
Yeah.
it would be
It'd be
the west side of
No, it would be. Oh, from where we're at, eastern side, we'd be hitting the south.
Yeah,
Can't
whatever
remember
gate.
the shape
first
of it
gate we
now.
see, that a guard is there.
Yeah, the first gate we see. Yeah, that's good. And I'll be hanging out of the window, I guess, and essentially yelling at the guard.
We killed him!
Yeah,
So-
that's essentially it.
As you are approaching the town, looks a lot different. The gates are wide open. There's people stopped at the gates, various carts and things. You can see that inside it is extremely busy. There are lots of people moving about, and there are way more than you saw the last time that you were here.
Oh. I don't think we could even drive in nowhere near there. We might have to.
We
Yeah.
don't
As
have
close
any
as we
time
can.
to waste.
Yeah, no, we're not. It's fine. Yeah, if you're skirting around them, then
We should probably just keep going, right?
yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
we-
if we see a guard,
anything,
great. If
leave
not,
word with a guard. That's it. We don't have time for
yeah,
more.
if we see
we
one.
see a guard in sight anywhere.
One of you, please make a perception check with advantage.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah, it would probably be her.
Hello.
She's on top
Miss
of
Popsicle.
it.
I'm already
up
doing
top.
it. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Thank you.
Moonbrook, you
Nice.
can see there's a guard that is trying to deal with the volume of people at the gates, trying to direct them. They are kind of like pointing in various directions. This is the busiest you have ever seen Bryn Shander.
Yeah, this is the busiest this mother's ever been. It's crazy. There's one over there, though.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
He's busy, so just make sure you shout
Okay.
really loud.
I mean, you're on top of it, Moonbrook. Maybe you'll.
Yeah, Moonbrook,
Hey.
can you put your
Why
arms
not?
up and do it for Duvessa?
Hello? Hello? Hi, we just killed somebody that was supposed to for Duvesta Shane, and if you could just delay that message for us. I know you're pretty busy. Can you hear me?
Make a persuasion check, please, Moonbrook.
Oh, I got a disadvantage. So yeah, by the way, I don't know if 19 was good enough because I forgot that it would
I
have
was
just
a
been
19,
regular.
yeah.
Okay, cool. You said persuasion.
Persuasion.
And this ain't my best one, y'all.
You're right.
The guard maybe sort of looks in your direction, but lots of people are yelling at the guard. The guard doesn't even seem to really pay you much mind.
Okay. Well, that will have to do.
Was I not loud enough? Should I go louder?
No, let's just keep going.
Yeah, we
I'm
gotta-
pretty
I
sure
mean-
they're aware. They're more worried about the dragon than what we were doing.
I think at
Yeah,
this point, Mortis is just whispering into, like, what are we going to say? But he's whispering into one of his crossbow bolts. So, I'll tell you what happens in 10 minutes.
30 minutes?
In 10 minutes?
Oh,
We'll probably be
10
past
minutes.
this place in 10 minutes if we're sticking on the outside.
I'm a
so-
sniper. I'll be able to.
Okay.
Okay,
all right.
yeah, good luck.
Relay the message. Did Velen walk up to us or next to us or what?
Are we
I was
still...
with the dogs, but now I'm here.
Okay. Well, our plan was to go in there and let her know what was going on. But as you can see, it's almost impossible to get in there, let alone get a guard's attention.
Who was it you said it was?
It's your lover.
Oh, Duvessa Shane. She's beautiful, lovely lady.
Mm-mm is not a part of a name, but yeah.
Should be.
Your first roll was fine, by the way,
Oh,
Velen.
was it? Mm-hmm. Oh,
You just rolled
oh, it was.
badly.
Okay. Cool. I was so confused. I was like, it looks
No,
way
you rolled
different.
it too.
Yummy.
I just realized her last name. Out of character.
Okay. So are we so we just kept going, right? While Mortis talked into an arrow, and then I'm probably watching him like, what are you doing?
You guys keep going, passing by Bryn Shander.
Before we go,
Velen, would you have gotten back in the dog sleds?
If we're going.
Yes,
what
we're
was
gonna.
that, Morty? What were you screaming about?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
We're gonna continue. on. I
Are
think
you
it's,
sure you don't want to try to get some sort of a quick audience?
Do you have a faster way to doing it? Maybe with your...
It may not matter. Now that I'm thinking about it, they may already are preparing. So if we make our way over towards Targos, we can make sure to get them the message, and then
I'm
we can
very
make.
afraid of you loading your crossbow and saying that you're preparing a... What are you doing? Yes, we're gonna go. Yeah.
All right,
yes.
then.
Lead the way, please. Thank you. Unless you have a more safe way of getting the message to, maybe.
Ray's gonna pipe up and be like, "Oh, if you guys had said something, I could have like sent. I can like do with anim. Oh, guys, damn, I'm so sorry about that.
Druidic stuff,
I'm sorry.
Hey, come on!
You're an idiot, man.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm sorry. Oh,
Hold on. Hold on.
Shit. You could have done something.
You would hear me let out a whistle. And incoming would be a white owl that lands on my hand.
Didn't we literally say owl before? We want an owl?
no. When? What?
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
why don't
send
you
my
try to tell her
familiar on stupid missions without an actual plan.
Familiar.
This is good.
Interesting.
Well, if you can tell her that the initial mission was to slay Zordarak, and we've done that. We shouldn't hear any problems from the Duergar, but there's a dragon about, as they know. We're going to try to head it off to intercept it, if possible, and at least buy time.
But does anyone have parchment before we start moving on with this? I can't exactly
And
have my owl speak.
I'm just looking at Mortis.
Yeah, take this.
Right.
I've inscribed it with a message, by the way. I also have tricks up my sleeve. I could teach you how to do it.
Right. I'm fine without that, thank you.
Okay.
Without the teaching, I'll take it, darling.
Okay,
Just
great.
come on.
All right.
Come
There
on.
you are.
I
Right.
pray that he said something useful.
Pardon me? What was that?
What did you write in it, perchance?
Yes.
What was that?
What did you write in this message?
Well, I did say that it says in there something like the Slayer of Zardarok has returned. Make sure to tell people. And also a dragon made of ancient, some sort of metallurgic material is making its way and burning across everybody in town. It's probably best we all meet in Rinchander.
Did you?
You could trust me,
mention
I
that the Charlatan is incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Are you requesting I send this message off to
No.
colleague
No,
or off to the other?
I think we should transcribe something. Do in your bag of holding?
Are we
do you have
trying to get
anything?
it to this? What was their name? Duvessa?
Duvessa,
Or
yeah.
are we going else?
He's a
That's a
speaker.
shame.
Yeah, okay,
That's
okay.
a shame.
So we're not using the bolt.
Well, I mean, we
No.
can. Technically, he is right. It was his shot that got him. I mean, he did slay him. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I didn't lie. Why would I want to
Oh.
lie about that?
Am I
And it's-
sending my familiar out to the Duvessa, or are we going to continue loitering here, doing nothing?
I say send
Nope.
it.
Send
Send
it.
it.
Please do.
Am I
Get outta
sending
here.
that particular one?
Maybe
good
you
as
can
any.
transcribe
Absolutely.
something on it yourself.
Because I think they're already aware of the fact that there's a dragon burning everything, considering they're making preparations. So we might want a wiser message to put in.
I like her a lot. You see how she rations and all this stuff? Makes sense.
Then, do we need to say
Maybe we
anything at
should-
all?
Might also
I
make
mean,
sense,
what
too.
can they even
Maybe
do for
we
us?
should let them know that we were able to kill Sunblight and that we're going on past Bryn Shander to try to take the dragon on before it gets here. And maybe ask if she can send any help if she has it.
All right.
That
Send
might be
anything.
nice.
She's so.
Well, if
That
anyone's
would
got
be
paper, we
lovely.
can write that down and send it out. Anybody?
Mortis, you seem to have everything
No
in
paper.
that bag. Do you have anything? Watchman, anything?
Bolt to self. Try to edit what I've already put into this. What was that?
Did you say bolt to self?
Yes.
Let them know what happened, and that we're off to other parts of the town.
What's another 10 minutes, right? It's 10 minutes. What's that? We're moving. It's fine.
We're making our way. We want. We're making our way.
We're going to Brennan. Well, if we can, if it's still there. Yeah. All right.
God, I need a drink.
Good. Oh my goodness.
Behold, this is the Slayer of Zardrock. We are making our way towards Bremen.
It's fine. Quick.
Unfortunately, we have to pass by Bryn Shander and Targos to do so. But we will leave you with the safety because we are going to meet a Chartland dragon head on. So you will all be saved by yours truly.
What?
Mortis Rig.
It's fine. They just need to know that Sunblight is dead and that we are going to face the dragon
send it
and
so we can
send
go.
help.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, can you add send help if you can, just in case?
All right.
So we're gonna do
Send help if you
three castings of this for 30 minutes.
That's 30 minutes.
Well, we're moving.
You guys are stopped. Velen is out and you're talking to him.
Just the one.
Oh
Just
shit!
the one.
We gotta
Yeah, guys, I've been trying to.
Either we
moving. I
chat
heard the
with
dogs. I
them or
thought-
we send a message and we leave.
I thought we were
I
moving.
thought it was just a quick combination,
Tara will ask one more time. Mortis, for all the stuff that you have stolen in your life here with us, do you have any parchment whatsoever?
Doesn't she have a book?
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
So
What?
what Teriel does is he asks Cheppy for the book with all the nice fine armor and stuff in it, and he looks at Mortis and he starts tearing the page real slow.
Okay.
Yeah, do you have parchment? No.
Right, I
Oh,
do have
okay.
parchment. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I have a blank one. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. He gives the book back to Cheppy.
Wow.
Do you have anything to write with?
We can use his blood.
I will use
I
my
was
blood.
going-
We have got to get
Very
going.
well.
I think all of our blood will be used soon if we don't move. So
write up a draft and have me send it, and let's be on our way. My owl will catch up with us.
It's gonna
Right?
look like finger painting in ash.
It doesn't
You still have a
matter as
toothpick?
long as the message.
I'm right here.
Toothpick.
Okay, frickin' use.
All right. God damn it! Give it to me.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to slice one of my fingers like an asshole, and then I'm gonna start poking and writing in blood because this is great. All right, let's make it quick. What am I saying?
Are you kidding me? We just went
No.
over
I
it.
just give me quick words for it. Come on.
You want a quill?
We completed the mission. We slayed Zarok.
Killed
The danger is
Sunblight,
still there.
going to
Sunblight.
meet dragon,
Meeting
send
dragon.
help. That's
If you
it.
can help.
Yes, we're going to
Perfect.
intercept them at Brennan.
do you have
Awesome.
enough blood for this?
At the,
That's
yeah,
what
no,
I have.
it'd be
What's the
fine.
difference?
Doesn't
at the
need
very
to be
end,
poetic. It doesn't need to be a
they're
long
not gonna see,
sentence.
but it says love Ray to it, and then I'm gonna roll it up. All right, here you go.
All right, thank you. Oh,
All right. Carry on then, and I'll
can't wait till she
make
receives
sure
the
it's
message in blood.
inside my owl's little grabby hands.
Sure.
Off you go.
What instructions do you give the owl?
Did they point out kind of like where Duvessa's place is?
Oh,
Would
yeah, she's
anyone like to
definitely-
tell me where this place is?
Oh yeah, she's
way.
in this one place. It's right over there. It has a door and some windows and a roof. It's that way.
All right. Drop it off at the front area with one of the guards if you can.
The owl flies off.
Now, can we get a move on?
Yes, we gotta get to Targos, and I gotta shoot this thing.
Did you put Bay to win? What is?
Yeah, Beethoven. Love Beethoven.
So perfect.
She's gonna hate you. All right. So
Probably. There's no way she's gonna appreciate it. Ray has no game. It's fine.
I taught you better than that. Anyway, all right, let's go.
Only with gnomes. I'm sorry.
Sticks with two gnomes and thinks he's a man.
Look,
all right.
it's only gnomes. I don't know what it is.
All right. All right. Let's go.
We're on.
Let's roll out.
We're on. We're going.
We're going.
We're going.
The group heads back out, Velen back on her dog sleds, as you pass by Bryn Shander and head towards Targos. Trip continues As you're approaching Targos, you can already see other travelers on the road making their way towards Bryn Shander. Ahead of you, after maybe an hour, and keep in mind that you have basically been traveling for a full day. And it was not an easy trip. You didn't encounter any obstacles per se, but you came down from the mountains. This would have been a pretty rough trip. You traveled in relative comfort, with the exception of Moonbrook.
Oh, I've climbed my ass back inside. Don't you worry, alright? It's a little cold out there.
No, you don't say.
While moving or when we stopped?
But
While we're moving.
you are approaching Targos.
What can we see?
Well, Targos is a decent-sized town, not nearly the size of Bryn Shander, but it is a decent-sized town. There are people that are exiting Targos, but you do not see flames, you do not see smoke.
Can we see anything in the distance, like up in the sky? Do we see any like black specks possibly flying around?
Don't
I think
so.
only you could, right? Yeah.
I take aim as we get to our closest point, passing by it, and I fire into the wall of the or maybe even like a nearest. Is it a walled town?
No.
Or is it just okay? I will. Is there like a signpost or something?
Oh, actually, I'm
Hit
sorry.
someone.
Targos does have wooden palisades, yes.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
I will shoot into maybe the side of the wooden palisade. And if there's someone nearby, great. If there isn't, I would like to shoot it closest to a person. But the trigger is when they get within 10 feet, it'll start squabbling my my message.
Sure, sure.
I'm using
Give me
magic
a,
mouth, by the way.
Yeah, give me an attack roll.
You okay?
Don't roll a 1.
Don't do that.
Okay. It doesn't land exactly where you're hoping that the arrow, the bolt will land, but
That's right.
it does sort of stick somewhere in the palisade.
Right. All right, and then I go. All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Teriel, follow suit.
As you approach Targos, you can see that the road to Bremen appears to be kind of snowed over.
Oh boy.
It would look like a blizzard has taken it out.
Is taking out Targos to the road.
The road.
Whoa, whoa! Teriel comes to he slows the birds down to a walking pace, noticing this in the distance. We have a problem. We may not be able to go much farther. See if Velen is, she's ahead. First of all, how is Velen's vision?
I don't think you know that.
Uh-oh.
Can we see if she's stopped? Can
I don't-
Cheppy see if
I would have
Velen
stopped
is stopped?
if you guys were pulling up.
All right. Oh, we have an obstacle ahead. If we want to make our way to Brenner, we have to do it by foot or go around. And I don't think either one of those are smart.
What if we do our last stand just outside of Targos here?
Yeah,
Yes,
Maybe
he's
anyone
coming
else
this
in
way.
the city who can help will be able to come out with us.
I was thinking the same thing.
If we wanted
Because-
to really press on, I could enlarge these axe beaks and they could walk right over the snow.
Well, what I'm thinking is that the people that we would have saved in Brennan are probably already either dead or
Yeah.
here.
Or trapped
Or
because of the
trapped.
blizzard. Oh boy.
We must choose a spot. And if we struggle to get there, we might waste our energy.
There's a hell of a
It's
decision,
not gonna
guys.
be easy terrain.
We have to be unanimous about this, because this is.
Yeah, no, we need to get over there. We need to do what Morty said. We need to enlarge the Ag Speaks, get the hell over there, save those people, because they might not have been able to get out.
Yes, but with what Teriel's saying, we would have a chance, instead of running into a potential bad situation, we might have a chance to think here. I mean, we're talking about everything at this point.
We are better standing our last in a place where we can prepare.
We don't know how long it's gonna take us to get over the snow, even if the axe beaks are bigger.
You know what?
I
Fine.
know it's a hard decision
No,
to
here's the thing,
make.
It's
Moonbrook,
not even. No. It's fine. You know, the thing is that you guys have been preaching at me for fucking ever at this point about how I need to think about other people, and now that I finally fucking do, you're like, no, we're going to think about
No.
ourselves here.
Okay,
Brooke,
so
I appreciate your care for human life or life in general.
No, fuck it, man. Let's save ourselves. Let's save Bryn Shander. All right.
Well, if we wanted
Don't
to
worry
save
about anybody
ourselves,
else.
we wouldn't have come this way at all. We would have.
we're not
left.
saving ourselves. We're putting ourselves in the path of danger. Here's, I just,
We just want.
I know
the
you're
best
talking about.
chance.
I know what you're talking about. At this point, Lonelywood is probably burned down. Okay, that's where I was born. Okay, we're not just. We're not saving ourselves here. We need to be smart about it, because I mean, if we die, I don't know if anyone else can do anything. We haven't met anybody. So if we run into battle, just charging after a full day of travel with no thinking, just straight in, I don't think we're gonna make it.
I also like
I
to
just
point
want
out,
us to have a chance to save what's left.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine, guys. I'm all about this plan. Remember, I'm selfish as fuck, so let's do this.
I'm also really worried about. Yeah, come on over.
Are we all decided on what's happening? Because this looks like an absolute mess.
It is a mess, and
Yep.
I'm more worried about being out in the open here with,
Yes.
you know. He points up to the sky in reference of,
Correct. Listen,
not only the dragon do we need to worry about.
right.
We have to worry about
And
her.
quite frankly, I'd like to live because I have a few things I need done. Now, with that said, I did mention that your best chance for a last stand, so to speak, would be at Bryn Shander. Correct. You recall this? I did mention it. They've started to fortify and everything of that sort. We've seen all of those people escaping and making their way to Bryn Shander, correct? I realize that it is difficult, but I don't think going to these towns is going to do us any good when we could be spending that time preparing. Now say what you will, but if we go over there, we're going to be exhausted. I don't even know if my dogs can go over that. And I'd like to help you all.
I have an idea. It'll take some time, but I think I have some brews that would make a smoggy, thick layer, and if I could do it, I think I could make a message in the sky, and if I could do that, I could then leave our message in the sky for Bremen to see, if they need to.
As long as they can see in the darkness, sure.
I think, I hate to say it, but I agree with Velen. I know this place means a lot to you all, but our best chances are at Bryn Shander. Or at
Teriel,
least outside of Bryn Shander.
what would Dritz do, Teriel?
Legends are told they probably wouldn't be in this predicament to begin with. They probably would have completed their mission and be sitting back in the halls of Mithril Hall and enjoying a good meal.
Mortis.
Well, this is our mission, so would that be...
Mortis.
Yes?
I think, going off of your role from before, some things are starting to come into, well, into focus for you. You're realizing that the path of the dragon saved Bryn Shander for last. Why would Zardarok do that? Destroying the other towns might make everyone flee to Bryn Shander. Group everybody up for a slaughter. And
Right, that's what I was thinking.
destroy all of the towns in the process.
Oh, okay, so I'm thinking. I think we have to keep going. If we turn around and go to Bryn Shander, this is. So we've already met Zardarok, right? Zardarok's a piece of shit. I think the way he is thinking, why he would go around in this pattern, of course, of trying to gather up the last bastion of hope would be Bryn Shander. So if everybody was going to make their way to Bryn Shander, then it's going to lead them right to the path of a slaughter and murder all of Bryn Shander. Yeah, we could probably fight them off, but if it's just townsfolk, they're not going to be able to fight.
Can I check for get out of the cart and check for tracks, see if people have been moving? Because
Sure.
Do what you want.
You can see people leaving Targos and heading back the way that you came.
yeah, have they made it out Bryn?
It's
Bremen,
not like
though,
a
'cause-
mass exodus, but there are people that are leaving.
So, are you saying, do we see tracks from Bremen?
You can see people. From Bremen to Targos. Not
Yeah,
from,
that's what.
hey,
Can I see some maybe around the cart, but not like where the?
Make a survival check. It's going to be really tough, and you have
Yeah, it's
disadvantage
fine.
right now.
Yeah, no. Fuck.
You have no idea.
Okay.
Keep moving.
No, just stop. Stop. Okay? I know we got to get going. I'll try and make this short. Okay? I'm trying to think as tactically as we can. We can't go back to Bryn Shander. It's a big fucking target. Even if we take it down, it's going to kill a lot of people. Do we all agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Can't go there. If we
We're
go
being
forward,
herded.
we don't know what we're going into. Do we all agree?
If we go forward, we don't know what we're going into. Correct.
Right now, we see people leaving Targos, which means this place is emptying out a little bit, and maybe with us saying stuff, we can make it happen faster. Can we all agree?
Yes.
Then why don't we use this as the... why don't we stand here?
I agree.
It'll come to us. It has to. We can... I don't know what's going on in Bremen. I hate to do this, but there's no way to know. It could be burned down already. There is no way to know. And it'll just fly over us anyway, and we'll miss it.
And then we're completely.
There's no
out of the
way to know,
equation
but-
while
We
he's
could
did
find
send
the
word.
guards here. We could find the guards here and let them know we're here to help and help people move out of the city until we can see the dragon. We can at least be prepared and ready, and we can help those who are trying to flee at least get on the road. I think it's the best shot we have.
I don't see any other way of doing this. Like, this is a last stand sort of situation, right? This is where we're at.
Mortis.
I
you asked me
don't want to
what we're
leave the
doing.
town, just so you know, Moonbrook. I don't. It kills me. But if we run into nothing and we miss it and then everything else burns, and we could have stopped it here, I hate doing this, but
No, it's fine. Whatever.
Mortis, you asked me what would Driss do? No. As legends told, the books of Red, they had a great deal against the 10 towns, all of them, all at once. It was a big fight, and it was dealing with some evil wizard and magics beyond our beliefs. But they held it off, all 10 towns of it. If they were against that many odds, we have one dragon. And believe me, I understand. It's a dragon. I think Ray is right.
I'm not afraid of
We
a
might have a
dragon,
chance
by
to
the way.
set up here and fight it off. At least hold it down until maybe more help arrive. We may perish here, but I would rather go down knowing that we were doing something than to go down watching something else burn in our stead.
And maybe we can hurt it enough so even if we do go down, someone else can stop it. There's so many people there. There are likely to be others.
Do you
We're
think
not
we
going
can?
down. I killed Zardarok. What did we find?
Yeah, because that's the same. What were you saying, Theriel?
Do you think we could pull it away from its flight path?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Only
so.
because of the mechanical knowledge we know of with that board thing. I feel like it's programmed in a way.
I have part of an idea. I don't know what to do if this works though. And I'm
Why
really
we-
staring at Teriel right here. I'm like, so you know how I can turn myself into things? I might be able to
Okay.
turn this into something really small. I don't know what to do at that point.
Turn
But I
what
might be
into
able to do
something
it.
really small.
What's that?
You mean turn the
The
Charlotte
dragon, yes. Only for a short time period, and you can't hurt it during that time.
So do we
Could
do
we
pick it up and
trap
throw
it?
it?
Can we trap it? Is there something we can do?
If you're suggesting what I think you're suggesting, I also have that ability.
Okay.
So we
So
both
that
could
might
try.
allow us some level of control.
Thank
Worst
you.
case.
If
How
it
could we
works.
trap it if it's small?
I know it could fail, it might not work, but I'm
It's
trying
a
to figure out
plan,
how.
which we did not have before.
It's brutal. It's
Velen,
brutal, but
if
I
you
got an
can get
idea.
this to work. Yeah, I know
What's
you
your
said don't-
idea, Morty?
We make it small, and then we drown it.
Can't hurt it, man.
The problem is,
It won't
as
hurt it.
soon,
It'll be drowning. We're
as
not
soon as
hurting
it's
it. It'll
drowned,
just die.
as soon as
It'll
it dies,
resume
it'll pop.
its form.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
I mean, if
We
I
are attacking the same thing.
wait a minute. Fuck, no, I can't do it. God damn.
What if, when it's small, the damage that we do to it is overwhelming to it? Is there
No,
any way
it is.
to-
Oh. So you're talking about making it small and then just a barrage all at once, all of us?
Yeah. Or someone that can swing and looks at Nissa with enough strength. Maybe we can destroy it while it's small.
Okay. Velen,
It'll
if you can
pop.
do it and I can do it, that might give us 2 opportunities to
Well,
beat the shit out of this thing.
I would have to
I mean,
prepare it first, and I didn't
and you don't
leave
have-
the hut today thinking, oh yes, I'll go ahead and I'll prepare this spell, you know.
we can only do it once.
Right.
Are there any wells
What
around
page is that
us?
on?
You're outside of the town.
Inside of Targos, are there any wells?
Make me a history check?
Maybe early frozen.
Hey, somebody who's from here, does anyone know if Targos has a well? Chubby doesn't know this area.
Yeah, I don't usually go this way, so I don't know.
No idea.
I guess
Maybe. Let me think.
you try thinking on that, Ray.
I'm standing right next to Teriel. 8.
That's
With
a
his plus
Wonderful, man.
You can't remember if there's a freaking well here.
You know, Targos is.
I think you can assume that there's probably a well in town. You just have no idea where.
Why it's always frozen here. I don't worry about that shit. If we could get it to the lake, but that's its own thing too. I mean,
It can get out of the lake. Cheppy was just thinking if we threw it underneath the ground and it
Wait.
got big, it would get crushed.
this is really stupid, but could it break out of the
Great
bag
idea.
of holding? Could it break out? Do we
No.
know?
I have
Could we
no idea.
empty it out, throw it in as an animal, and just leave it in there?
Would I know something like that?
Make an Arcana check.
I'm also gonna do that because I've been studying
mean-
the shit out of this bag. If anybody wants one, just let me know and I can make one.
So Velen, would be an int check.
Damn it.
14 plus 4.
Oh, +4 if she's near.
Oh,
yeah.
no, this is not. This is a
saving
skill check.
throws.
Never mind.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
my bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
so
having a
you
flash of genius, and I am going to increase our rolls by 2.
Black is gonna kill you.
Okay. So Velen, that's actually a 20. If you just to help you out with your NPC sheet, under skills, right under saving throws, right underneath the stats, you see it says Arcana +6.
Oh, yes,
You
thank
can
you.
just click that to roll.
All right, I
but
didn't see it.
it's
Sorry,
fine.
the
It's
whole
fine.
one eye
This
thing.
is a 20. This is a 20. So,
your poor dead
Velen, you would know. Yes, that would be a great idea.
Wait,
And then we just
that's actually.
However, if this is some sort of construct, then you might have a difficult time trying to polymorph it.
And we're not sure whether or not it is a construct.
Oh, we're
Been
actually
referenced many
We're
times.
pretty sure it is.
Yeah, because mine's creature, not construct.
Well, if it were a creature, then that would be a wonderful idea, actually.
Oh no, this thing is made like they made it. It's like
Sorry,
a
guys,
robot.
I tried.
Right.
I mean, no,
Okay.
not a robot, but a.
Could we make
Construct.
the bag of holding big enough to hold it full size?
I don't know how we get him to go in there.
I
No,
don't
unfortunately,
think
can't.
that'll work.
The good idea
Magic has
is-
its limits, darling.
Wait a minute. I have an idea.
I also
Okay.
have an idea, but I will
If
wait.
it's a construct, Mortis,
And if it's near me, and if it's close to my idea, I'm going to take all the credit for it. So just
of course you will.
Uh-huh.
If it's a construct, we have our weapon here. We have the most devious, vile, stink, ill-mannered weapon here.
Can you please not talk about him like that?
It's exactly who I'm talking about. I don't know anyone else that can ruin Elven steel as bad as he can, which means he could probably ruin the hell out of that construct if we can get him inside of it somehow.
that's true.
Do damage, break open an area small
You
enough for him to
remember
get
that
our...
it's Chardolin and it may drive him to murder us all if he
If we wrap him up and he doesn't touch it,
Also, I could seize metal, so if I get in there and I could just tap on its tongue, maybe close its thing shut, and it'll be magically closed and won't be able to bite you. And then I'll have to try my best to make.
We're just gonna have to put faith in Mortis here.
I have done this before. It was a crag cat, but it wasn't nearly a dragon. But I am okay with it.
But I
Do you
saved you
want
from
to-
that thing.
Typically a
You
pro.
want to let the Chardolin dragon
I don't-
eat Mortis?
I don't think we have a...
we'll not eat him. No, 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 no,
No,
no.
we'll do damage. So, Nissa, you'll destroy a big part of it. We'll all work on it. A concentrated
area.
area of this dragon.
Okay.
This wasn't
Once
my
we
idea, but I love it.
Damage it enough. Mortis can take his acids, his snot, his mayonnaise, or whatever the hell he has to slip inside.
Can you
And
somehow cover yourself in the mayonnaise to protect yourself from
I don't have any more mayonnaise.
Oh.
Mayonnaise is
Can
gone,
you
okay?
eat
He broke his jaw.
the bearer of dragon news? But how are you gonna get in its mouth if it's flying by and like burning every town?
we don't know.
Well, we're gonna have to form some assault to bring its attention to us.
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to
But
point
if
out.
it has a plan,
I'd like to point out to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
In the distance, you can all see lights and smoke on the horizon.
Would we have made it in time? Do we know that? Because it's
do we
like
see
2 hours
this-
from here.
You can make an int check, Ray.
Is it like from Bremen or is it from farther out?
It wouldn't. No, it's probably in the direction of Bremen. You're not sure,
Son
right?
of a... But we see. Do we see like a flame coming down from the sky, or we just see just lit up?
Kind of far. I don't know if you'd be able to see specifics, but you can see the light, sort of.
And we've smelled burning, like from...
You would have smelt it the whole way.
Yeah, we smelled burning from East Haven at least, and probably Goodmead. Okay, so...
There's also something else that's very troubling to you. The weather has started to get significantly worse.
Yep.
You can just hear the sounds of the screaming people in the distance as well. You might as well add that one on.
Snow has gotten much heavier.
I can grease myself up, and I could slide right in. I have no idea how to get there. I do have an idea how to get there.
What is the idea to get there?
I could make a contraption that catapults me into the sky.
Do you have time?
Yeah, do we have time, man?
I
probably
could
got-
attempt to throw him.
All the way up into a dragon's mouth.
We have to get the dragon down to us somehow.
Maybe if I make
There
wings.
must be a way.
Wait, why don't he just can you make a ballista at the time that we have now? Maybe there's something in Targos that we can build a ballista of some sort.
The only problem with that is if we shoot him up into the air and the guy.
No, we're not
and the
shooting
dragon-
him. We
What?
shoot the
Why not?
ballista bolt.
Oh.
Get the
Are
attention
there
of the
ballista
dragon.
bolts?
Huh?
Are there siege weapons in this town?
We have to check.
In Targos?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so while we're thinking about this idea, this is a great idea, we can always come back to it, but here's another idea. What if we make our way over to the lake, right? Is that what that is on the map? This right here? North of us?
Okay.
What if we made our way over to the lake and tried to distract it there? If it's made of metal, it's heavy. If we break the ice, it'll sink.
The lake's like 2 hours away.
But it's on a flight path too. You know what I just thought about though? Nissa, you speak Draconic. I don't know if this thing speaks Draconic as well, because, you know, it's construct, but like, you could try to talk to it and try to be like, come and get me, motherfucker, and then we can get it that way.
I could certainly attempt it.
Oh god, I might be able to use my little Susu to teleport Mortis. If I can see inside of it, I can get you inside just like that.
So it needs to breathe fire at you? If we can get it to breathe fire at you and opens up its mouth, you could shoot me inside.
God, okay,
Look,
I
I've
can
gotten a little
also...
stronger. I've gotten a little stronger since, you know, we just got out of that place. So if it breathes fire at me, I can kind of dodge out of the way, maybe evade a little bit. So, you know, just let you know.
I can also...
I might can do it.
If this thing does breathe fire, I can make us a little resistant to it, but I can only do it so much, so
I mean,
we'd have to...
but you don't know the anatomy of this thing, and you're just trying to send your friend diving directly into the mouth of this dragon, which breathes fire, which will thus burn your friend going inside if it opens its mouth to set fire to you.
I've been worse places.
Realistically speaking, listen, I'm down to do whatever it is you want, but I will say that your friend will die. That is the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
Yep.
Not to be hurtful, but just as a
Debatable.
constructive criticism. Also, it is freezing out here, and the blizzard is coming, so either we prepare something now, or we move back, and we defend from there.
Yep.
We prepare Targos. Let's go, y'all. People, let's go.
Yeah, let's see if they've got...
Any way you could...
Hey, but what about the lake
Any of you
idea?
could amplify my
The
voice.
lake is too far away. We can't get him that way. There's no way. There's
Well,
no
they can
way.
honestly-
It's on a
Way?
flight. It's on a
No.
flight path,
No,
man. It's
Ariel
on
starts
It's
moving
on
the
that flight
cart.
path, isn't it?
There is a blizzard going on, darlings.
So it's going from Bremen to Targos. So, and that's just a straight line. The lake is way too far away.
Right now, it's. Do we know that the dragon is
Yeah, we
over
see,
Bremen?
We see stuff
You've
right
just
in
seen
that
that
area.
Bremen is probably on fire.
Oh, okay, I missed that. All right.
This town is on fire.
Oh my god. Okay.
So are we
Smells
going
like
to
bacon.
Targos? Ontario's going to start moving the cart if we're ready to go.
That is Targos for you, by the way. That's the map of Targos. So you can see it is on the lake, but the lake is pretty frozen over.
It's all, yeah. Anything open would be further, if at all. 'Cause that's where Ray died. So I think
Wait, what?
if we can find anything, if they've got any ballista arrow, anything like that, any protection that they would have, even if it's old, they've got it. We might be able to set it up and use it somehow, right?
Let's go ask.
So let's hurry and do that.
I think we should go ask the guard. Let's go figure out what they're doing so we can figure out what we're doing.
That sounds
I
like a
need
great
to remind
plan,
you, though, that my dogs might not be able to reach through that snow.
No, we're going to Targos.
Oh,
No,
going
no,
back
no.
to
We're not
Targos.
going to Brennan. We'll
Alright.
Sorry,
do
we didn't
Targos
relay
later.
that to you. All right, let's go. Taro's gonna start turning the cart around. We'll meet you in there. And
I wonder if Garrett's home. We can get Garrett to help us. He owes us one, man. He
Greg,
owes us a lot.
Dax, you're up, darlings.
The kobolds panic as you order them to do their work.
Hurry up and get moving. It's cold out here.
Yeah, she's a boss bitch. I like her, man.
I do
cool.
as well. She's quite impressive.
She definitely knows what she wants.
The carts
I wonder why
begin
she's
to
helping us.
head into Targos as the blizzard descends. And that's where we're going to end the episode today.
what is so early though?
I don't think there's a choice.
No,
really.
darling, I just got here. Please don't do that to me.
I feel like
Because
it's
I
been
didn't
too long.
For this ass whooping I'm about to give you.
Yeah, yeah.
The whole time we're talking, he's just like,
Time
And
to
I
save
was-
the 2 towns, man. 2 towns.
the face reads it all. I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna fucking.
I was so excited about the polymorph idea. I was so excited.
It was a good idea. It was a good idea.
Yeah.
If it were actually a dragon.
It's still an option.
I was gonna turn.
I wasn't
into
even
just-
going to tell you, but Velen rolled.
Yeah, that was
a-
really
She got a
generous.
20.
It's still an option. I have enlarge reduce. This is for objects and creatures.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
ooh, interesting.
Well, that depends if the construct is a creature or not.
Well,
I don't
it's
know.
an
Just
Object. He said object or creature.
holy shit! Wait a minute. Fuck.
It wouldn't make them tiny, but it would at least reduce them.
Yeah.
to a puppy. I was kidding. All right, cool. Well,
Just a small little bean.
yeah, baby.
Is it bigger or smaller than a bread box? Because that's what we need to know.
It's a big honking dragon.
That's a big boy. I think it's
So,
huge. Well, they want it warmer.
yeah. Good episode, everybody. As the group makes, well, I want to say makes some very slow decisions, I guess. Towns
Our
burn.
reward.
Gosh, I gotta go find some other adventurers. Jeez.
Sorry.
But
The worst one coming
at
up.
least you sent a message to Devessa that there was a dragon attack.
There's fire.
Batuin. Love
And then
Batuin.
Zardarok is dead, which I'm sure she really cares about right now.
Well, here's the thing, though.
You're welcome.
You know, from our point of view, we wouldn't know how much she knew anyway. So if she's pissed about that, I don't like her anymore.
Devessa
Do
told you
wanna
guys.
do you want to give up your bet, man? Because I will.
So-
Listen, if she's pissed at me about that,
I know it's been some time since you had the conversation with Devessa, but Devessa did tell you guys in the first place that Zardarok was making something big and scary.
yeah, but she wouldn't have known, or at least from our perspective, that it was a dragon necessarily. And all these reports coming from people could be all screwed.
Yeah.
She's smart. I know she's smart. She would have been like, okay, well, this is a little bit more information, but whatever.
I mean, knowing that Zardarok is dead at least makes her able to focus her resources, which I guess she was already doing.
Oh, that's
here.
interesting.
Well, it was a two-part plan, wasn't it? It wasn't just the dragon. The dragon was there to set things in motion. Zardarok had another plan.
Yeah, he was going to move in with all his shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
They would have wiped out any survivors. Yeah.
Yeah.
So knowing that he's gone is
Because we could have turned around, went to the dragon, died, and then it wouldn't have been good.
No one. Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if the dragon was even going to attack Brainshander, if there's something else coming.
You'll have to wait till next week to find out.
God, I can't even tell you. My
Well, I'll put
brain
it to you like this: I'd
so
rather
close.
kill Zardarok without a dragon than try to fight him with a dragon.
Fair. Very fair. Yeah, so you guys have a week to plan and
Shit.
do whatever you want to figure it out, but
Can we
we'll see what
re-pick our
happens
spells?
next time. What's that?
Can we re-prepare our spells?
Sure, if you'd like to rest for 8 hours.
Oh hell! Wait, no.
No, what?
No?
Maybe my hat will
Really?
protect us from the incoming fire.
Yeah.
You know,
Be the
you
only
make
thing
decisions
alive.
and you stick with it. So
I know.
this is where we are.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
pretty sure you have to rest for the 8 hours to prepare your spells. If I'm not
I do.
mistaken. I think it says specifically like in your class. So just keep it, just follow whatever it says in the book.
Did everyone get a long rest?
But
Okay,
you
good.
have been traveling for a
We've been
full
traveling
day.
this time.
Day.
The
Yeah.
animals are basically exhausted.
Oh yeah.
And we can
we
assume that you
could,
would have stopped to rest for a brief period of time, maybe along the way, but you were traveling for a full day, all out basically to get here.
Makes sense. Targos it is.
Interesting. I didn't know where you guys would end up. I had to just base it on the current information, and I have had a spreadsheet running since you entered Zardarok's fortress that I've been keeping track of and sort of just deleting towns in the background.
Yeah, that 8 hours we took, which we had to take because we would have died in there anyway, that killed a lot of towns.
You guys took that.
Yeah, well, here's the
I
thing,
was a
though.
fighter.
We never
I had
would have
no
survived.
spells.
We would have total party killed. There's no way we would have survived downstairs.
Yeah.
Big talk for a man with his gut bleeding out, huh?
Yeah. we were gonna die literally 10 minutes before we walked out too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Terrio didn't rest at all. He was useless. Well, he wasn't useless. He hit his targets, thank God.
Anyway, we'll see what happens next week, everybody. Why don't we go around the room? We're going to do some shout-outs and whatnot. Please make sure you follow all of these wonderful people. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/rime, R-I-M-E, to go follow them in all the places. And a big thank you to Phelan for coming in as our special guest.
Yeah, it's so great.
Yeah.
Playing
lot
the
of fun.
very,
It was awesome.
very excellent Velen Harpel. Now,
Thank you, darling.
Phelan, will we be seeing you next week?
I mean, will you be seeing me next week, Rock?
I think we will.
Yeah.
If she's like, all right, bye guys.
All right, hello, goodbye. I'm off to go do things.
You guys, I'm out.
God, this is dreadful.
I think we will see you.
Sees
So
the dragon and just dips.
I'm out.
I'm going to the
Like that
Bahamas.
meme.
Fuck
She
this.
just fades.
let's start with our special guest, Phelan. Why don't you give us tell everybody who you are, where they can find you, all that good stuff.
Hi, I'm Phelan. I play video games here on twitch.tv/Phelan. We're doing some Final Fantasy 14 right now, and it's been a blast. I also do voiceover for video games and stuff. So if you played Chris Tales or Ghost Runner, you would have heard me in those recently. And yeah, just Phelan on all the socials. That's me.
Thank you so much. Frank, why don't you go next?
Hi, I'm eating a protein
Oh
bar.
man, you caught him at the best time. Awesome. Nom.
Come on, Wormspringer.
It's a
Just having some peanut butter and crackers.
Bro, it's a protein bar where it's just like destroying you. I have no spit.
Oh boy. Oh no. You like some? Oh, awesome.
My name is Frank, aka Technique. Hi. I play Terrio. Yeah, thanks for coming. I don't have spit in my mouth, so it's really hard. I do all the RP things, and when I'm playing RP stuff on stream, if they don't have a voice, I give them a voice. I host here on Twitch about a good bit of stuff, and you may see a special someone on one of those things that I host. I won't say anything just yet, but I'm just saying. But anyway, and on top of that, you can catch me on Twitter at Technique TV. No U, no E, just a Q and a TV at the end. And I love this cast, and that's about it. And I'm so happy that Faye's here. Woo.
Yeah.
And thanks, Wack, for not killing us this episode. See you next episode.
Sure, we'll see what happens next week. Thank you.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Hello, my name is Aaron Black, and I'm a writer, and I wrote a book, and it's pretty good, and you can find it on Amazon. It's called Firewall Down. Wonderful, really, really interesting episode. My brain hurts a little bit, but huge shout out to Faye. Thank you for being here and giving life to this character. I don't know, look, it like I said, I'm not kidding. I was intimidated. Ray was intimidated. I was intimidated. It's just you've got something about you, and I really appreciate you doing this. So thank you for being here. But yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Oh God. But other than that, all these people are lovely, wonderful, great individuals. I'm really happy to be a part of this. So see you on next week for the last episode.
Thank you so much, Ash. I would just like to point out that I've had a plan basically for Faye to come in as a guest for the entirety of Rime.
I knew for months. I was like, okay, maybe one day.
No, yeah,
He was like, yeah, they're going to the palace. I'm like, oh, okay, well.
She's known for months because you had a choice. You were either going to follow the dragon or you were going to stay at Zardarok's fortress. And I had to give her a heads up. I was like, I don't know when this is going to be. I said, I'll try and give you as much notice as I can, and I'll try and estimate based on what they're doing where they're gonna go. And,
you know how hard it was to keep that secret from my best friend? Do you understand? Oh,
Fucking
Christ.
SpongeBob meme all day. 1 year later.
Dude, it was like a month and a half in there, something like that, in that fortress.
Hey,
right?
a good chunk of time.
3 weeks. Yeah.
Myth.
Hi, everybody. I'm Myth. You can follow me on all the socials, Mythomatic. I do a lot of role-playing stuff and voice acting things and writing stuff. I am the GM of Spellwind, our Wednesday game here on Table Story, in my own homebrew setting and world. It's exciting. I love it. And it's also terrifying because I haven't GM'd in a while, but it's really wonderful to play with everybody and to have you a part of it. And thank you. And thank you so much, Velen, for being here today. This was really cool to roleplay with you and have you along for the story. I'm excited to learn more about your character, and I can't wait to get my eyes on that book. Yeah. That's it. There's probably something else I had to say. Oh, right. I have a lot of things that could potentially help with this fight, but I didn't prepare any of them. So that's
awesome.
Fun. And this is another giant thing that probably can't be poisoned. So that's fun also.
My man was trying to use poison the whole fucking time.
Do you think we have enough
my sword?
Do you think we have enough time to go res Leoric and then fight?
So
more helpful.
Here's the thing. I have his finger. If we find a cleric with the right skills, yeah, I can bring him back. He'll be level 3.
Doesn't Velen do? Doesn't she have?
Well, you don't know what I have done, but you
Undead
do know I
kobolds?
have a couple of kobolds who are dripping a little bit of ichor,
Right,
perhaps.
that's interesting.
You want to have a
maybe we got
finger
some
inching
time.
around and shooting like heal spells? Fucking,
It's horrible.
What, are you gonna rest his finger?
Yeah, I mean, hell, if he's shooting.
You ever seen Idle Hands? Close the finger.
It's what is it? A thing from
It.
yeah.
No thing.
Yes.
Yeah, thing.
Yeah, thing.
Yeah.
Cousin it is the hair.
Cousin is the hair, yep.
Okay,
That's
thank you,
me, everybody.
Myth.
Yeah.
Tess.
Hi. There's a giant dragon. I don't know what we're gonna do about it.
It's your cousin.
It is.
Well, if only I could fly and slam my giant halberd into his face. Oh God,
Oh,
there's a dragon on
wait.
my desk.
Oh no.
I'm looking forward to next week. I think it's gonna be good. Yeah. Also, if you want to see a cat come and try and like make me fall over and have everything break all the time, just come hang out in my channel. I love her so much. She's such a monster. Twitch.tv/Tezchika. It's so nice to have Velen here. It's so cool. It was such a cool surprise. And all of these people are amazing, and Whack, you're amazing, and you guys are amazing for watching. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's just I'm very excited for next week and also terrified.
Thank you so much, Tess. Wish.
Hello, it me, your girl Wish. I want to say thank you, Velen, for coming and joining us today. I also have stuff to talk about for once. This week, this Tuesday, I want you to keep your eyeballs peeled at maybe 8 o'clock EST. There might be a certain group, maybe perhaps, that kind of has risen from the dead, so to speak, much like the kobolds, just keep your eyeballs peeled for my Twitter, and maybe you'll see, some people that you might know get together and maybe do a podcast or something. I don't know. We might can do that. Also, yeah, just make sure you follow my Twitter for updates for when I'm going to be streaming, because your girl's coming back eventually. So, whatever. Yeah, that is that. I don't want to give too much away about the potential podcast or anything, but yeah. Anyways, just follow my Twitter. Damn it. Yeah. So.
Thank you, Wish. Last but not least, Proxy.
Hello, the mic's on now. My name is Proxy. I do leather crafting here on Twitch, and I also do role-playing here for Rime of the Frostmaiden. I've been away a little bit for the last little while. I unfortunately hurt my back, but I'm doing a lot better, and I was finally able to play some, so I'm super stoked about that. Velen, thank you so much for being here. It's great to have another special guest on the show. It's my first. It's really cool. I did not expect it, to say the least. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and Whack for taking the time to DM for us. And thanks very much to everyone who is listening to the podcast versions of this over on, what is it? Apple, I think?
We've got
iTunes?
it on all the major
Everything?
podcast
On
places, yes.
everything. Appreciate you guys very much. Spotify. Yeah, and I hope you guys continue to enjoy the show, because it's pretty awesome.
Thank you so much.
That's me.
I'm Mark Steven. I have been your DM of Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much, chat, for being here. Much love. Thank you for the support and the love and stuff. And thank you to my wonderful cast. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Myth. Thank you, Proxy. Thank you, Phelan. Thank you, Technique. Thank you, Tessachika. Thank you, Wish, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I hope you're all enjoying the campaign Rime of the Frostmaiden, as we are in the midst of chapter 4, and I don't know how much longer we have left. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, folks. But next week should be, that should be interesting, to say the least. So I hope you'll come join us. But tomorrow, we also have a thing going on here on Table Story. A new show called Root is premiering tomorrow, and we also just had a new show that Myth is running called Spellwind Startup. I'm on that, and that's on Wednesdays. But like I said, tomorrow we've got the premiere of Root. It is a woodland fantasy adventure, and if you've ever played the board game before, you might have a little bit of info as to what kind of thing to expect. But Phelan and Technique will be joining me on that tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.